not detecting my mic for a while, so I had to force it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we seem to be doing good now. It's literally just us three because Heather's sitting this one out because she doesn't have a character to play, and other John is late.
Oh, wonderful. We're doing fun things today.
Hooray.
Great. I have no idea what's on the agenda.
Alright, class. Zombie and Miss Frizzle, we're going on a field trip.
Yay! Field trip!
I knew I should have stayed home today.
Just a second. I actually need to set myself up.
Hey.
Alright. Wonderful. Forewarning to y'all. I may have fun times doing voices this session because, if I'm correct, it appears my uvula has swollen.
I don't really know what that means.
Do you know what a uvula is?
I recognize that it's a body part, right?
It's the dangly bit in your mouth.
Oh, that bit. What's it done?
It has swollen.
Oh, I thought you said it had fallen. And I was like, that doesn't make sense.
I'm fallen!
So taking my
Well,
time on
needless
my
to say,
ride.
in case you don't remember the little fun, one of the easiest ways to make yourself in the uvula. I can poke my uvula with my tongue at this point.
Ouch.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds...
One of the worst things is that it especially acts up when I say something with a harsh H. Most of my characters, especially these guys, occasionally will have a harsh H.
Oh dear.
Well, don't injure yourself.
I won't remember. I don't like on reflex. I'll just keep on with the accent. So I might gag myself occasionally. So
Just don't hurt yourself.
Fair warning to y'all.
Don't hurt yourself.
So we recording?
Yeah.
Yes, I have started the recording.
Yay. Serona returns with
we got
fish.
to put that all into there as well. That's good. Bring it down for the record. Excuse me.
I don't know whose internet it is, but one of ours internet is a little spotty. So that may be a problem.
Might be ours as well because of the rain, honestly.
Yeah, we've got a storm over here. It's not really storming, it's just kind of raining, but still.
Yeah.
Speak slowly and clearly.
Enunciate.
You must be understood from everywhere in the room.
Or it's all for naught.
So,
yes.
upon the end of our last session, we were in this get without a household, and in the in-between session, so honestly very little occurred because of miscommunication. We had, at one point, Monique during dinner talked to Yakov, the brother who is a priest in the family.
Oh, it was a good conversation.
Yeah, it's fun. And beyond that, trying to remember, Serona said you were just either hanging out with children or going out with bed.
I went fishing and I played tag, and that is all I did this whole dinner.
I just distracted myself by dropping a dive. So all in all, not much was occurring.
Monique also spent some time in the library. I just remembered.
Oh yes, that is true.
Because
We
John...
didn't really say what you found, but yeah, it happened.
Because John is going to be late to the session, he said that Nahtanoj is taking a nap.
Moving on.
Heather! Hold up, we got a Heather! What is it you want, Heather?
I'm just bringing a sock. And also we're gonna have garlic bread here soon and lasagna for dinner still.
Cool, bye.
Nice.
Garlic bread!
Sorry, John, you were saying?
I also realized a mistake of mine. And
Trying to start the session.
Yeah, shut up. If I had chosen to play Nahtanoj, I would have had complete freedom to be as much of a turd with him as I could have been.
Okay, John was like, he's an old man now, he's not too crazy, but...
I could have still been an absolute turd with him and justified it by the fact that he's an old man and therefore a gizzard.
That's not the right word.
I'm going to
I'm
use
trying.
that anyway.
Right. Sorry, John. You were saying.
That's alright. So, the, family reunion itself, like, the family get-together, only really took up about 2 days of your stay. Your stay itself had taken up, at this point, about a week and a half, as essentially you get to stay in the house and partake in meals. But we aren't going to skip to that part yet. We're going to go back to about the time when most of the families were departing.
Yay, partying.
So, sorry. So we're going to put ourselves back to day 3 of ours with the family.
Mm-hmm.
When the family members are departing.
Mm-hmm. Bye, family members.
Many tearful goodbyes and heartfelt goodbyes, I should say. Just general loving family saying farewell for now, TTFN.
Aw. It's all very heartwarming.
Yay.
Quite heartwarming, indeed.
I've definitely, I've
So,
usually... Oh,
with
sorry.
all that, as the last family members finally head out, and left quite alone, Avi pipes up. So, I said as you were in that maybe while we were here we could visit the Conservatory in Reserve. Would you all be up for that?
I would. I must. Yes. Yes, I very much would be, please.
The place with all, the plants in the different rooms?
You're breaking up. I'm not really hearing much of what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. Monique said she very much would be, please. Yes.
Something's happening on someone's end that is causing a lot of breaking up.
Hold up. Who is connected to me?
I'm just gonna talk randomly to see, when it gets... if it gets better at all.
Yeah, you, cut off at the very end of your speaking.
Okay. Huh.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we're still here. We're trying to figure out what the problem is. I'm just gonna,
You're breaking in and out.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go push the talk so you can control when it stops broadcasting.
Oh.
Yeah, let's try that.
How do I do that?
It's in settings. Not really know how much else I can give you.
Huh. I can Google it if I need to.
Push to talk.
What's the button to push? Make it spacebar?
I
Give
don't
it a
know.
little bit of release delay so that we don't have the same problem as John. And we need to set a button for it.
This is just recording, is what it's doing.
Yeah, it's recording what the button is going to be
Oh.
once we click that button. Enter? Okay. So if we hold down enter in order to push to talk.
How's
How about
that?
now?
Hello?
Hello.
Could you do that again? Sorry, I kind of interrupted you.
Hi.
Alright, as far as short bursts working,
What if I talk for like an extended period of time? Is it breaking up at all then?
no, just hearing background noise.
Is the problem that I'm not in front of the mic and you can't hear me?
Possibly.
Yeah, because I'm sitting like in a weird place in the room. It's possible it's not even picking me up in the first place.
It's possible. Maybe switch to Skype. It seems to work with the Skype seems to work fairly well.
We don't actually have Skype. Sorry.
I mean, it's not that incredibly hard to get.
Okay. Tell him I'll give me a second and I'll put it up.
Okay, give us a second. We'll get it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, phooey.
Every week we have fun.
Okay, Skype. These like mini croutons.
I think they're cereal. Oh, I have it.
You actually have Skype.
Oh, it's downloading right now.
Oh.
Weird. I'll pull up Discord. It's downloading right now.
Okay. Progress.
Progress! Oh boy, this is slow. Maybe I should have used your internet.
You want to connect to mine?
We're gonna swap internets really quickly, so if I get disconnected, that's what happened.
Okay.
Turn on yours.
It's on.
Come on, internet. Okay. How's it going now? We still connected?
Yeah, as far as I can tell. I still hear you.
Sweet. Is the quality of sound any better?
I mean, not noticeably.
Dang.
Unfortunate.
I don't want a star rating. X off. I can't rate it if I haven't. Okay, that's faster. That's in the triple digits now. La-di-da. Since we're waiting on Skype, I should just put it out there that occasionally Monique can be seen, like, writing something down in her journal, and then she'll, like, pause, look really annoyed, and set it down for, like, a couple of minutes, only to pick it up, like, several minutes later. And then that just kind of is on repeat. That's just something that's happening.
No text near the table.
Well, it wasn't during the meal. It was, like, during the free time.
I'm just having fun with you.
I have a question. Does the Scribidara family actually have somewhere for me to stow all this fish?
Fish, I mean, they do have a smoke, because smoking meat is one of the best ways to preserve it.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Neat. That's pretty cool.
I said, what?
I said, that's neat.
Oh. I thought you said meat in a questioning tone.
Oh. No, sorry.
Meat? Who said anything about meat? I have fish.
Okay. Where's the page for top play? There it is. Why is it paused? Download now. Why is it like this? Hand me my phone. It's on the stool there. Ah! Why are you... Shush.
Okay. We might as well at least try to continue on as we as this is downloading.
Alright. So. Moving on. I'm sorry. Alright, so Bobby has offered to take the group to the Conservatory. I think it was Monique who responded first.
Mhm.
Or did I mishear? I can't really tell.
No, it was Monique. She was very eager to go.
Alright. Bobby is looking over to Serona, who's presumably somewhere nearby.
Hold up, I haven't listened to my playlist. I'm not in character. She's down for it. I just can't think of how to say it as Serona. Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, you hush. Yeah. Okay. That is the place that we saw when dreaming, right? That's the place? Are we still connected? We should be.
Are we still connected?
Yep.
Oh. Cool, okay.
Was something said?
Oh. Are we still having trouble getting me on the mic? Hello. Can I be heard on the mic at all, or does this computer hate me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, that's a good to note. Okay.
So you gotta be right in front of the computer until I get Skype down. That's helpful.
I think the microphone for the computer is just on the right side of the computer, and I'm on the left. Is the problem?
Okay.
So I don't know how to fix that problem.
Repeat what Serona said.
Serona said, "That's the place we saw in the dream, right?"
Yes. I think we only saw the reserve portion of it, but Conservatory is probably one of my interesting parts of the entire combination.
That sounds nice. I would like to go.
Alright, well, I suppose it will be too much trouble to move out. Go see what can be seen.
Is Nahtanoj... Is Nahtanoj still asleep?
It would not surprise me.
I gave
It's
him
totally a lot
so much
older than it
fish.
used to be.
I gave him so much fish. Surely he's still sleeping.
Well, the only way to find out is not having him invited along and seeing how long he takes to join us.
You know what? That's fine, actually. I think I kind of prefer that. I just want to go somewhere nice without having to freak out about things.
Alright, well,
Should we change
So
the
does
add a
we
push
are-
to talk?
and so
It does help.
you move off to at this point, walk to the Conservatory and National Reserve.
Hooray!
Let's see.
I want some bread. Okay, hang on.
So, as you approach the Conservatorium, it is quite the large building, and, well, really a series of buildings. The main building is, as said before, quite large, made of sandstone with acacia pillars, fine drapery, and on the top is the pinnacle of the main building is a glass dome with copper-looking metal bars acting as the support frame area. And about the entirety of this structure is a series of smaller buildings of glass in which you can see various different displays of natural life. Sorry. Let me find it.
Are there any aquarium ones, or are they all above ground, like little mini habitats?
Well, all the buildings themselves are above ground. However, amongst the several ones you see, you see one glass dome, well, actually two glass domes, which are currently, for the most part, with opaque glass. The others have clear glass, but these two in particular have opaque, are opaque, so that you cannot see inside them.
Ooh.
The ones that you can see include such sites as a display of snow and ice, and the others include a savanna, a desert, and other terrestrial environments. There are quite a few people around the area of varying sorts. You have people who look exceedingly rich, people who look middle class. You see a variety of guards walking about the area, and all quite grand. You do not see anything that looks like any sort of ocean exhibit, and you also notice it seems to lack of anything that might be considered tropical. But by and large, there's a good representation of basically every type of area, including a mountainous one, which is somehow contained inside of a glass dome.
The lack of the ocean one makes sense now that I think about it.
But yes, the Grand Yudæran Conservatorium is before you. And as you approach, Abby actually takes the group to one of the opaque-looking glass domes. As you approach, you see several figures. They were standing in front of the door, conversing with each other. These people are each in gray robes that have either green or blue hoods. Most of them have their hoods down, laying on their shoulders, while some, like two of them, have their hoods up. But all of them are kind of talking amongst each other. And as Abby approaches, these figures turn towards you and approach you.
Is it like a majority are halflings, or are they a variety of different peoples?
The people with hoods and the ones between the ones who are wearing them and not wearing them. Some are halflings, some are tall enough that they're not halfling. You can actually confirm that one of them is in fact a desert elf.
Ooh! Very cool. Very cool.
As they approach, they greet you. Oh, welcome to the National Conservatorium. Unfortunately, the exhibit is not quite complete. If you wish, it will be ready within a few days. You can come back when it is fully prepared. We looked them over. I'm Scrivedara. I was wondering if I might possibly be able to inspect the interior before it is complete. We may make sure that everything is up to our standards. Mr. Scrivedara, of course. Unfortunately, it is not quite prepared for people to walk through yet. The last structures are being reinforced. We had a small problem with one of the whales, but everything should be ready for the grand opening. Is there no chance at all that we could have a small viewing of it? Unfortunately, I do not think it is wise at this point in time. He looks sad, but nods and looks to the two of you. It does not seem we will be seeing the ocean exhibit. I was hoping you might be able to sneak in early, but apparently some things are not going to happen.
I was starting to wonder when the name Scrivedara would not be able to get you in somewhere.
No, there's several places that can't get me in. It's just a matter of who I ask. Other places like my family due to the fact that we are traders and we bring prosperity wherever we go. But my name is not Skeleton here.
I would like perhaps to see a mountain one, if there's one of those, if we can't see the ocean.
The hooded figures. Yes! In fact, it's right over here. He points in along the path, and you indeed do see the stony gray and slightly snowed over peak of a mountain that is somehow only slightly taller than the reserve building, which is 3 stories tall. All encased underneath a glass dome of its own. And you see people who are marching into the dome's entrance, though as soon as they pass the door, they are not visible.
Huh. That is quite interesting, says Monique. Are they not visible because the glass is opaque, or is it like they kind of vanish?
The only glass that is, the only 2 domes that have opaque glass, no one's entering, but all the other domes, you can see a scene inside of them, but as it just passes, they just don't seem to go through the door. So the door closes behind them, and they're not there.
Oh. Monique just kind of smiles wide as she starts trying to put 2 and 2 together as to what's going on here.
I suppose we can go in that direction, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
So the group is now going to march its way over to the Mountain Conservatory exhibit. And as you approach, you're passing through this we're passing in towards the dome, along with a large crowd. And as you do, more of the hooded figures approach the entire crowd and begin calling out, basically requesting for donations to the National Conservatorium, which is free to enter to all, but the generous donations of kind patrons allows for further expansions, including the most recent example as the philanthropic gift, which allowed them to make great headway in the Ocean and Lake Conservatorium, which is, they advertise, soon to open. So essentially, they are soliciting for donations to the company as well as the conservatorium itself.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty broke, except for my oodles and oodles of diamonds, so... Whoops. Welp. If one of them walks nearby Sirona, does he have, like, a bowl or a bag or something that he's actually asking for them to put the money in? Or is he just, like, petitioning the rich people to write an IOU or something?
Well, he does, and the man has a coin pouch which you see that he'll occasionally drop coins into from generous donors who are giving 1 or 2 coins. Quite generous, I assure you.
If one of them walks past Sirona, she'll drop, like, I think I'll just put 10 gold in there.
Alright. So, you mark that off your sheet, and the druid thanks you profusely, and encourages you to enjoy your day here at the Conservatory and National Reserve.
Well, now I feel bad.
So, the group
You're broke.
approaches
What you
the
gonna
door, which appears to be of a fine oaken door.
I can't
One of
remember
the
if I took any
druids
gold
opens it
from the
for
clerics.
your group after another group has already walked in. And basically, he opens the door. You don't see the other group in there, but you see a door on the other side. So he invites you to enter into the rather short passageway.
Okay. Yeah, we enter.
And entering the short passageway, just as you're reaching the other door, the front door closes behind you.
That's Skype.
And
Oh, yes.
opening the
I forgot.
door, you are met with a sudden gust of cold wind, only to find quickly that bubbles pop up around you. These semi-clear bubbles that seem to stop all the snow from actually hitting you, and you now feel quite delightfully warm.
Oh, that's cool. So, there's
These
bubbles.
bubbles are transparent, and every way is just you notice them by the fact that snowflakes are hitting it,
Aww.
and it's kind of falling away.
That's cool. That's really nice. Also, I realized we have Skype now. Do you want to try that?
Sure.
Unless you think that we're doing okay as is.
Well, we can try Skype, see how it goes.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Apparently, you don't have Skype. You didn't have Skype before, so I'm gonna have to look you up. Maybe just type it into the Discord chat so that so other John also has it. But
I'm gonna need a second to get set up now that I actually open up Skype.
mm-hmm.
Let Skype access your contacts. Of course. Choose a profile picture. Upload photo. Well, I guess we're doing this one. Well, let's just not. Okay. Okay, looks like everything's working just fine. Oh boy. Oh, the webcam is way down here. Where's the important part is where the microphone is. Well, it doesn't tell me that. Okay. Contacts. It is said, it's telling me that I'm signed in as cath.e.aired, same as my whatever this is. My name on that's the word, Discord.
Mhm.
But without the capital K, it's a lowercase.
Sent you a message.
Oh, okay. Hello. Accept.
You get it?
Hello.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So now we shall do this.
Okay. I don't know if he's gonna do voice or video. What do I click on? Here we go. Don't hang up. Alright. Hello. What do we got?
Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me without me having to lean over the computer?
I can hear you right now.
Okay, that's good.
Yay! I'm gonna turn off Discord.
And you're fully allowed to do so. And I'm going to turn off Discord on my end too. Huzzah. So here we are.
Yeah!
So, inside the dome, you look up and the mountain before you seems far taller than it was a few seconds ago. And, in fact, you can still kind of see the dome, like the glass and copper barred dome, but it seems to be behind a distant fog.
Oh, I see. Is it up? What is it? Oh, I don't see. I said I see and then I don't see. Is it like a pocket dimension or is it just a portal to another area?
As far as I understand it, it is a, basically they I don't know how you explain it, take a magical painting of an area and then recreate it in smaller scale. The passageway that we were in just a second ago, as far as I can recollect, it casts a diminution spell on all of us. So we are now to the proper size of what this mountain was, while the mountain is substantially smaller in comparison when viewed from outside.
How would animals look this way? Are the animals shrunk too? This is all very, very technical magic-y, and I am very confused. But that's a very big hill. It's a very big hill. And I feel like
That is what we like to call a mountain.
Is this the first time you've seen a mountain, Sirona?
No, I'm just confused, so I'm being facetious. There are
Oh.
mountains in Moonbrook.
I'm just...
Okay. It's nice to see snow again. It's an improvement on the desert.
Yes, it is.
You do actually see some animals about, such as birds in the distance and goats that are clambering about.
Big goats.
I said the G word. Anyway,
Wait. Goats is the G word. Oh, fantastic. Heather's not even in here to react. That's a shame.
so yes, the interior is quite spacious, and a druid is now ushering you forward to step out from the doorway so that you don't become a tripping hazard.
Yes. As an aside, Monique sort of has a quiet aha moment and then pulls out her sketchbook really quickly, or her journal, writes down a couple of lines, and then goes back to paying attention. Sirona
So yes, the
Sirona
Go ahead.
wants to see whether or not she is at all able to put her hand outside of this bubble, or if it moves with her. So she's just like brandishing her arm in the air.
I think John's about to join us. You can tell him to do it on Skype. I just got a notification he's playing Undertale, so I suppose he's at least somewhere near being able to join in.
Ugh, dang it, John. Always playing games when we need to play a different game.
Why?
So yes, as you stick out your hand, you actually notice that the bubble stays where it was, and your hand is allowed to exit out of it, and you can feel the flakes of snow begin to hit your hand.
Yay.
I try to pull it back and I lick it really fast. Aww. I assume it melts instantly, but still.
Yeah. Pulling your hand back in, the snow, of course, reacts as if you just pulled your hand out from outdoors into indoors, and it's starting to melt, and yep, it's still snow.
Yay.
Just so happy to be out of the desert.
Aww.
I'm just enjoying having Serona have a good time.
Yeah.
To one side, you see a sign pointing out a mountain hiking trail, and to the other, you see it pointing out a petting zoo area.
What do you say? I vote hiking. What do you say, Avi?
Very well. I'm not for anything. I haven't gone up this mountain in a couple of years.
Hiking.
Again, there's that word. I think things are starting to leak in from outside, as it were.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good. Last I checked, that was called invasive species and would not be good.
The concept of stable time might not be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, it would be nice to have consistent seasons.
Just wait till you guys learn about years.
I've already learned about years and it's made no sense. Why is the number so specific?
The number is so specific because that's how long it takes. Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on. I bet Nahtanoj knows.
But it's, it takes that long to go through all the seasons. Except for sometimes the year starts in the middle of winter. I don't know why. Are you sure you have consistency of time in your world?
Yes! Yes! When you look up at the sky and the clouds are doing the thing that the clouds do, you know it's gonna rain. That's consistency.
I know what rain is.
Yeah, but it rains at really random times in this pocket dimension. It's like you look at it and it's like, oh, it's gonna be a nice pretty day, the skies are clear, and then boom! Thunderstorm.
Yeah, that's just how it is. It comes out of nowhere.
No, there are signs!
Are you sure?
Yes!
Sounds fake, but okay.
Weather is the thing that I know.
Oh,
I know
fair.
weather.
Painting
I
so
know
it didn't
plants.
Painting so it didn't happen.
What's that?
Painting so it didn't happen.
Paintings
Instead of pictures, or instead of pics. Instead of pics, or it didn't happen.
Pastels or it didn't happen.
Fantastic.
Oh yes, pastels or it didn't happen. I think you forget, Serona, that Karatos is the god of storms. It storms when he says so. It doesn't need to have advance warning.
Yeah, but sometimes it has some anyway. Just because, I don't know, nature does a thing. Nature does its thing, you know? There's consistency. It's the one thing I understand. It's nature. I get it. And it just,
Okay.
No wonder I've had a headache.
Monique just sort of sets a hand on Serona's shoulders. It's okay, hon. I trust you. I believe you. I, of course, don't understand remotely, but we're going to take your word for it.
I haven't been able to predict the weather at all.
No one predicts the weather, but okay. Let's go hiking. Fun fact: there's a portion of the cantrip Druidcraft that lets me predict the weather, and I haven't used it once this campaign, but I think it's because it wouldn't work. Yeah.
But yeah, you are noticing that especially Serona notices that this place feels far more like she's used to like the outside feeling. It feels far more consistent and stable, though it also has a very prevalent sense of constructedness.
That's the problem.
It's the type of
yeah.
it's the type of consistency that is ordained rather than it's predictable. Like predictable oddities instead of being predictable oddity, it is a manufactured consistency.
That's the problem when people try to create something natural yeah, I get it. I'm not very good with words today, it seems, but I get it.
I think I've seen this exact design of tree like 5 times.
Although all natural things in here are at least constructs of natural things. So yeah,
They've got all the same textures.
don't look over there. The thing hasn't rendered yet. There's a world cliff right over there. Don't look. But anyway,
Just ignore
so
that a bit.
walking up the trail, there are various paths that branch off. Sorry, thought I was saying something. There are various paths that branch off. Like as you're walking up, some saying that they go to the peak, others saying they go to X or Y lookout station, and various other things. And there is a path that leads off that says ice fields exhibit.
Ooh, ice. I'd like to go to the ice fields. Have you seen
Yeah, right?
an ice field before?
I've been to the real place.
He has. Have you, Monique?
No, I don't get out much, as you
Sometimes-
can probably tell.
Sometimes in really cold winters, the Bay of Moonbrook will freeze over, and it's the greatest thing. Let's go see it.
How long does that take? That must take days.
Well, it can take weeks sometimes. It's a big bay. It freezes over. It's a big... Winter all
depend-
happens at once, okay?
All right. Yes, we're not having this discussion again.
Also depends on how far north you are. The actual ice fields, which are actually in the control of the Gestalt Ascendancy, it's about the furthest north they go. In fact, oddly enough, the farthest north is Skribadadar goes.
And it's very cold in Moonbrook.
Yes. I did forget that there were some places that were perpetually cold.
Not like this perpetually cold in Moonbrook, but it can get this cold sometimes.
Ugh.
I feel like I have stated my outlook on heat before, so I don't need to state it again.
I don't remember it, but I will take your word that you said it.
I like it cold, and I don't like the desert. That was it.
Well, as you approach, before you see rising pillars of ice that just seem to jut out from the earth in the midst of a large field of ice. In between the pillars, you watch as little children are just kind of skating through on ice skates. In fact, you notice a small hut with a smokestack that's spewing out a gentle waft of smoke.
Wow!
And this-
Amazing!
A sign
Sorry.
points towards the hut. Yeah, I set myself up to that because I forgot the synonyms.
Yeah.
So, a sign points off to it, which labels it as the reception and supply depot. If you want to go skating, that's the place to get your skates. Also, if you want some, does it say delicacy that we were able to start jungle before we had to cancel the expedition? It's a thing that we like to call shokla, and it is quite delightful.
It
If you'd like to try it, we have a brew it in a drink, and we like to heat it up to make it nice and warm for you. It's very good. I haven't had it in a while, actually.
There's like a drink stop? Is that what it is?
Different supplies. They have everything you need, from the skates to sleds. As he says that a sled zoops past you, nearly hitting Monique as it goes by, while Serona is hit by a snowball that's thrown from the back of it.
Ow!
Oh, that sounds like so much. That sounds like so much fun.
Smacked her right in the copper mask.
Oh,
That doesn't happen too often, but
someone's got good
Filter.
aim. It's one thing to hit a moving target. It's another thing to hit a target while you are moving.
I mean, by
Wait a
reference,
second.
is it the exact same difficulty? I don't know. But the snowball's also moving. Never mind.
Avi puts his hand over his eyes as he's trying to doing the cut the glare technique, and he looks at it. Wait, is that Kalev?
Is it?
Is it who?
Kalev is one of his brothers.
Oh.
Where's
I
he
think you
looking?
just got hit by Kalev.
That little! Hold up, I'm gonna go get some skates, and I march off towards that place.
He's on a sled.
I'm gonna go get him anyway.
You get him,
We
Serona.
could
You
also-
show him.
We could also rent out a pony if we wanted to.
We could rent a what?
Pony, a sleigh, whatever you'd like. We got most every type of transportation available to this area.
A sleigh. Oh, that sounds delightful.
John, I've sent you a text.
Yep, I noticed.
Yeah, pertaining to me walking up to this place.
I really like this. Maybe I just am sentimental today, but I really like the sound of a hot drink and a sleigh ride.
Just hear the sleigh bells ringing, ding, 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 too.
Shush.
It's not even December.
Doesn't matter in this world.
I mean, it might be December in this world. Who knows?
Would they have any way
We
of
can-
tracking it? I don't even know.
Well, if any place does, it's probably this place, because they're the ones who've actually tried to put a whole bunch of effort into figuring out how.
Yeah. They're keeping track of the days, but there are no months. We call them a generation of days, which is 20 days. Because I don't know why.
Oh.
It's 20-ish.
Because
That reminds me I have to make a calendar.
reasons. I could probably send you the one I have for my world, but that'd be less than helpful.
Well, if you sent it, at least I would have kind of an example to go by. I like seeing things and seeing how they work, so I wouldn't mind that.
I would give her like this.
There's actually an entire website that has a program for it. I only have the SKS mapped out currently, because that's the only type they would really support. But yeah.
Let's go sleigh ride.
My other idea was just to put
So-
a fancy name to like real world months, and that probably would just be easier.
The Skyrim method.
Ta-dum. But anyway, so entering the establishment, there's several people milling about. Avi orders 3 beverages, and also a sleigh with 2 ponies to pull it.
Because some of us need the extra.
Yeah, since I walked off away from everybody, do I probably get there first and get my skates real fast?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay.
To rent them for the day is 5 gold.
Okay, I got that. So I give him 5 gold. Does anybody else need? Do either of you two need
Skates?
skates?
Well, as much as I'd love the idea, I'm not exactly very good at that kind of thing.
I've tried, and I always get blisters, so I'll pass.
I can teach you, Monique.
You know what?
You do. Oh, sorry. You comment first.
You know what, Stormit? I'm gonna try skating if we get the chance today. Yeah, I want skates. I'll pay you back.
And then you do notice as she has gone in there, she took off her copper mask real fast before she entered into the building, and when she turns around from the counter for you to look at her, Serona looks like an incredibly normal halfling. Like, not even blue a little bit.
Wait.
I'll show you outside. Here,
Yeah.
I'll just take mine for now, and then we'll get her some later.
Yeah, that works. Could we do this, like, over the drink, though? Because...
Yeah, over the drink. I won't do it. I won't, yeah. Yeah, I just needed a second. Okay. So presumably we walk outside and find somewhere secluded to sit down with our drinks.
In the sleigh.
In the sleigh! Yay! I'm gonna mark off 5 gold real fast. Can I
No,
borrow
Navi's paying for the drinks, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yay! Can I borrow your pen? Thank you.
So yeah.
So... This is new.
By the way, the drinks are basically hot chocolate with whipped cream and such.
Yes! Yes!
And because of the time period, this is a completely revolutionary concept to y'all.
I think hot chocolate is a revolutionary concept in any time period. But I'm definitely
Who
enjoying
knows?
this.
Avi, did you know about this? And Monique just kind of gestures at Serona's face.
Sorry, I didn't find a time to really point it out to anybody.
You don't have to apologize. It's okay. This is new.
Turns out this nifty this nifty set of armor has some perks.
Oh.
She looks precisely like herself, just not blue.
What
With just pretty green eyes. Just
Aw.
normal green eyes.
Well, you're adorable. I must say.
Well, I just thought it would be easier to interact with people. This way, the mask usually freaks people out.
Well, I can't say that I have any qualms one way or the other.
Aww.
You're still you, so.
Aww.
Aw. Thanks, buddy.
But he's your fiance.
Head on shoulder. Hey.
What?
Hey. Nice. Real suave. I love this.
Serona has all of the romantic capabilities of Miles Morales. Which is to say none.
Avi is, nah.
Yay.
He can fumble his way through expression.
Yay.
The whole emotions thing, none of us are very good at it.
No.
What are these emotions?
Serona has too many, Avi shows too few. They cancel each other out.
It's a wonder you guys even got together.
Fun thing is, Avi, despite being a merchant, his lowest stat is charisma.
That doesn't
That
make
and wisdom and strength, but, basically he's only really good at dex, con, and intelligence.
Ah. He proves how good his products are with facts and logic, and not by talking them up in any capacity.
Oh dear.
Despite the fact that he's obviously proven himself to be at least marginally silver-tongued from time to time.
Yes.
I think that's just the difference between your actual speaking capabilities and our actual speaking capabilities, which are few.
Few meaning non-existent on this side of the screen.
Anywho.
Alright,
Sleigh ride!
so,
Does it have bells?
Ching ching chingling.
Yes! I'm having
It just occurred to me that it must be very amusing to actually watch Serona drinking the hot chocolate because she has to like lift the mask and you see her go blue with the ironwood mask while she drinks it and then she puts it back down and she looks normal.
You know, Serona, you don't have to wear that all the time. I'm not very good with words, but you should let people accept you for who you are instead of hiding yourself for their approval. You understand what I mean? If they don't like it, it's their problem, not yours.
I'm mostly just looking to be left alone most of the time. Just don't want to cause any trouble. Hide in plain sight, I guess, sort of tactic. It's a useful thing, though. I probably will put this to use, I imagine. I have another thing that it actually does, but I think I might show you that later.
Okay. So, do we ever, like, catch up with Kalev?
Yeah, that's a fair point. She was gonna chase after Kalev, and then she spooked you. I'm gonna be utilizing that passive 20 perception in order to keep an eye out for Kalev, and I've got like a snowball that's like primed and ready right beside me.
So, Abby actually was watching to make sure he knew where Kalev was going. And as you approach, you notice that he is not the only one on the sled. In fact, you notice that it is little Methuselemon, who was the 8-year-old of his, who is driving the sled.
Wait.
They are continuing to go downhill, while Kalev is in the back seat. And you watch him occasionally, somehow, probably using some sort of magic, picking up snow and forming it into snowballs, which he will then toss with precision at people they pass.
That looks like cheating.
Can I do something?
This
Can I do something that probably is not technically allowed?
Try.
Can I attempt to modify the spell Ice Knife to be just a harmless snowball? But, like, it explodes.
Yes. We like to call it practice magic.
Yeah!
Yay!
It's essentially, it's one thing that I have as a concrete object in my games, as well as I'm putting it in words in the survival guide, which is essentially you can do practice fights in which you use training hit points, and you have all the correct spell slots, but all the spell slots you're using are basically training slots, which manifest effects that are visually similar, but don't actually drain you of energy.
Like really
so
fancy
essentially
prestidigitation.
Basically, you're making cantrip versions of your spells, which really do no damage, but you basically figure how hurt you are as you go through a practice fight.
Okay. Well, Ice Knife is a nice... I can't talk today either. Goodness, it's just late for the two of us. Ice Knife is just a knife that I throw, and then it explodes. And I want to practice making that as a snowball for whenever Kalev comes into, like, range.
Yeah, occasionally you seem to get really close to where Kalev is as you're practicing, and making sure that he doesn't notice as best you can, I suppose.
Yes.
And while doing that,
I'll practice on trees. That probably is the safest option.
So, several times you are nearly in range, and then they just come to a jarring stop and start pulling the sled back uphill. At which point, Avi's encouraging you to not do it until they are still moving.
Yes. She's just like watching them like soon.
You're just doing the Luigi eyes as you're passing.
Yeah.
Luigi does glare fantastic. I need to draw that. Can I draw that? Is that within my drawing capabilities? We're gonna find out.
Luigi Serrana. Soon.
Alright. Moving on.
So yes, at one particular point, you
Oh,
are
hold up. I
in
missed a
motion,
call from
they're
John.
in motion, and you're closing the distance and are just about in range. And I'll be giving the go-ahead as you are approaching.
I just
The,
missed a
uh,
phone
snow-
call. I missed a phone call from John Weber. Hold up.
Sorry.
He might be looking to try to join.
Okay.
Hold up now.
Come on, John.
I'm not like getting any sound.
Are you
Hold up. Hello? Am I actually connected?
Oh, no.
No, I got his voicemail because he called you. Dang it.
Okay, hang on a moment. I'm putting him on speaker. Hello? Hey. John. Oh, for pity's sake. I'm not getting any sound from him. He's not connected to my headphones.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. And then all of a sudden, hello. We're trying to get the Johns connected, but he's not. See if
I know what you're doing. I'm just trying to say hello to him as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
If
hung up
John
on me.
would just text instead of calling, this would be a lot easier. I'm gonna tell him to text.
Oh, he's calling me again.
This is John. It's not gonna happen.
Hello? Hello? I think this is on your end, John.
Oh, he hung up on me. Just text, dang it.
I freaking have him on Steam, and he's not sending messages back to me.
For pity's sake, man. Hang on a moment. I need to roll something really
That's right,
quickly.
John, who might be listening to this recording. We know your schemes. I see you playing, Undertale at the moment.
Ah, man. He's probably, like, got
Well,
headphones or something
yeah, but-
connected.
It has this thing on sleep mode or something. I don't know what that Z means. Away, okay.
It says he's driving. He just texted me back and said he's driving.
Oh.
How is he driving and playing Undertale?
That's weird.
It's-
He might have.
Oh, you know what? Heather sometimes.
it off.
I think Heather may be playing Undertale on his profile.
Oh, yeah. She asked me to play on my computer. That's Heather on the Steam profile. That's why she's not responding.
It says away, but either way.
Anyway, we'll just ignore him and move on.
So, is it a roll to attack or a roll to resist?
I think. Well, I thought it was roll to attack, but I don't use the spell very often because I usually end up hitting myself or something. It's a roll to attack, and then it's a dexterity
Okay.
throw, or it explodes in your face. So hold up.
Alright.
Rolling to
So roll
attack.
for attack?
Rolling for attack.
He's a paladin.
That is. Oh, for a moment I thought it was a 1, but it's not. This spell really is cursed. 17 plus my spell attack modifier, which is like a lot. It's like, hold up.
Alright. What's the DC on the item? So, what's the DC?
The DC on my spells is 18. That attack was a 26, if that makes any difference. Nope, 20.
26 damage?
No.
No, not 26 damage, just a 26 to hit. If that makes any difference. It was a 26 to
Well, it
attack.
hit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's in armor.
Yeah.
He might be, I guess.
You're just going off of his dodge AC, which is 10 plus your dex.
Yeah, okay.
Man,
Because he doesn't have armor on.
less than, that's less than 26, I bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he beat the AC for the full damage, so he's receiving half damage of training hit points. So he's basically like, you can see him look back at you, and then devilish smile grows across his face.
This is just in case it makes any difference. This is not a spell that deals half damage on a successful save. It's just succeed or take damage. If that makes any difference.
Well, it hit him is more to the point.
Okay.
So yes, he gives you a devilish smile. Roll a dex save.
Oh, I roll a dex save.
Snowball.
Monique as well.
Oh, me too.
Because I'm doing... Entire cart rolls a dex save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fantastic.
15 plus dex. 15 plus 8. It's 18.
I got an 18 as well. Mwah, this
18,
dice.
and... Alright, well, Abby didn't succeed.
Oh no, Bobby.
So
Classic.
as we're going through charging through the snow in a 2-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, and Abby gets pelted by a rain of snowballs.
Oh no.
Oh, I have something I want to do. Man, but it might be taking it a bit too far.
Abby just, wipes some snow away from his eyes. The heating orb already getting to work on it, and he just raises his hand, snaps, and then suddenly you see a multitude of dimly lit, magic missiles flying out that dig into the ground a short bit before swooping up as now just basically arcane snowballs that are auto-seeking to Kalev and begin to pelt him until he brings up a shield to stop the inbound magic snowballs.
I want to do something. I want to do something. Monique is going to try something. She's going to cast Control Water on the snow.
Alright, what you want to try? What do you want to try to do? I don't know the specifics of Control Water.
Well, it does a lot of things, but I can only choose one.
So what thing are you trying to do?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the redirect flow to just slam a snowbank into Kalev.
Little Methuselah.
Oh no, the kid! I've hit the kid. Oh no, the kid! Oh, the kid also got hit by the exploding snow knife. He'll be okay.
Oh no.
Redirect snow.
Yeah, redirect snow.
Can I borrow your pencil, please?
So yes, well you don't spend this. Well, actually, yeah, because this is not an attack spell and you're doing an effect. I suppose it would be using the spell slot, but it's not like it really matters because we're not doing combat. Since this is combat for all purposes beyond mechanical.
I guess they could do a deck save, but the rules don't really have anything for that because it's a utility spell. It just moves water. They could do a deck save, I guess.
Well, Kalev sees the impending snow avalanche and attempts to steer the sled, but does so unsuccessfully, and the two of them get hit pretty heftily by it.
Oh no. I move the snow away from the kid, but leave Kalev. The kid is an innocent.
Okay. One moment.
He's a civilian in this war.
Yeah, you just broke the Geneva Convention, y'all.
You committed a war crime. Congratulations.
Oh no. Oh no. What are they gonna do? Arrest me? Oh wait.
I wonder of all the things that he could do, I wonder what one thing he will do.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Like
I'm
arrest
in danger.
you.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. I'm having such a good time.
Yay. We're having fun. Oh, should I trade out these spells?
I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe you should.
Yeah.
What's he gonna
Yeah.
do? What?
Aw. I try to find a specific thing.
It would be unsporting to polymorph the brother-in-law, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's breaking the rules. This is a snowball fight.
But it's so fun to drop people from 200 foot
No.
elevations.
Don't drop your brother-in-law from the sky.
He would land in snow.
I don't think it would help.
It did in Frozen.
He's not Russian.
What?
He's not Russian. He can't survive a paradrop from high altitudes with just snow to break his fall.
Oh no.
However, Benjamin and Taikaltalvi may survive. But those are people who are not around currently.
They are not around.
They are magic Russians,
Ooh.
is the point. But
Ooh.
Can I cast?
and by magic Russians, I mean...
Can I cast spiritual weapon as a snowball cannon?
Well, here's the thing. As like Kalev, who was a paladin, who was very well trained,
Uh-oh.
kind of basically sits up in the snow, shoving aside a good bit of it.
Can
He looks towards the very obvious bells ringing sleigh that's right nearby,
We're a real sight.
and he lifts a hand above the snow
Uh-oh.
and just kind of smacks the snow in front of him. And then you see floating up a ethereal sling
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
as he casts spiritual weapon.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And it basically begins to do the cartoon thing of spinning really fast in a circle, and every time it hits the snow, it flings another snowball at you. So, let's see how many snowballs are flinging at us.
Oh no.
Wow, that's cocked. That's 5 snowballs.
Okay.
So, 2 at Serona, 2 at Avi, and 1 at Monique. So,
No.
let's roll for attacks here.
Are these saves or attack rolls?
These are attack rolls.
Attack rolls from him.
Okay, he has an AC of 20.
I am at. I forgot to
You're in
mark
full
what-
armor? Wow.
Oh well, I suppose I didn't consider that, did I?
I didn't actually. I haven't marked my new armor. Hold up.
Do I need to change my AC? Because technically we're out having a good time.
I'd say we're all in not armor because we haven't been in a combat situation in a good bit.
You're right. Yeah.
Even Serona, who's scared of everything. But okay.
She's probably got like the mask part of the armor, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
She's only got armor.
So I don't know what.
Well, you use the armor to transform yourself, so you're probably wearing your armor under common clothes.
It is, yeah, it is just the mask that is magical. So the rest of the clothes are up for debate.
Alright. So. Really? One moment. I'm getting called by John over Discord.
it's about time.
15 plus dex. 15 plus 2. Hey, I have decent armor now.
You know
Hey,
what?
John.
This is probably the.
I can
funniest-
hear you, but here's the thing. I'm on a Skype call with the girls.
The girls.
Yeah, you want me to just do a Skype call between all 3 of us?
That would make things easier. Nahtanoj
I
suddenly
can't hear
jumps
you,
out of
so
a
I'm gonna
tree.
take that as a yes.
You gotta keep it down. He's on a call with someone
Because
else.
no, he can't hear you. But the reason why we're not using Discord is because it wasn't the mic wasn't catching certain people in the area, so we were just using the Skype because it actually could do call reception.
That'll be a fun one.
So I'm gonna. Okay, so I can't really hear you that well. So in 10 minutes you're going to be available? 30 minutes? Okay. See you in 30, I suppose. Well, now we know.
Yay! Nahtanoj suddenly
Yeah.
jumps out of a tree.
In 30 minutes. So, Monique.
Oh dear.
1 moment. I have to check his attack against his stats. It's supposed to be a melee attack, but I'm writing this interaction as a practice spell version because it would usually be a Morning Star. But we're doing this link because that's also a decent choice for Genusei. As far as his modifier, yeah,
Are they giant
he
killers?
just at Monique, he just flang a unnatural 21 at you.
Ooh boy. Wait. Oh yeah.
And at Sirona, his total is one is an 8 and the other is a 22.
Oh well, the 22 definitely hits.
Oh wait, no, that's an 18. Sorry, I mismathed.
Pretty sure the 8. If it's just 10 plus your dex, then
Yeah, it's 18. So
Okay.
yeah, unless you have a +8 modifier.
yeah. So one is 18, and the other one was what?
8.
8. Okay, so the 18 hits. Barely.
So yeah,
No,
And
actually,
on-
that's never mind. It's
on-
not barely.
on
I forgot.
Avi, he rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Oh. So the first one missed him horribly,
The
but
first one hits the kid.
Oh no!
One kind of backfires and just lands on top of Kalev's head, and
This goes.
the other one, like as that happens, Avi just kind of starts laughing, goes, "It's ridiculous," and then the other one pile drives straight into his snoz,
Yes.
and as it's pile driving into his snoz, and your distinct reactions occur. The one snowball smacks Monique directly in the chest, and the other one, like, the second one flies past Sirona's head, and the other one that hits pings her right in the shoulder, exactly in the same place as the first hit.
Ow! Are these snowballs with ice, or are they just snowballs?
They're just snowballs.
They're just snowballs. You say "ow" is like a
But he's doing-
reaction, but they don't actually hurt.
Yeah. Like accidentally hitting a counter or something.
It's the ow of surprise as opposed to pain.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Whose turn is it? We didn't really roll for initiative, but I think Sirona
Roll
was first.
initiative, y'all. Let's all roll initiative just to
Just
be
to
clear.
make it easier.
Oh.
That's
Oh
12.
crap! It just fell on the floor. I'll find it later. Kathy, do you see a red d20? A 10 plus dex is 13.
So 13 from you.
Yeah,
That's Serena, right?
that was Sirona. It must be so hard to tell the difference between us. Do you want me?
I have a hard time. I usually try to use inference, but at this point, when you're telling me initiative rolls, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for Monique, what's the roll?
12.
So that's 13 and then 12. And oh, hey. What's your mod, Serena?
My mod for my dex is +3.
+3. Abby technically has the higher mod. And yeah, Abby also rolled the exact same as you. So there's that.
Yay!
And that
Get to throw him at the
Kalev
center.
just took his turn. So now it's Abby's turn. And let's see what he can cook up.
Yeah, boy, wreck 'em up. It's probably face is probably stinging from the cold.
Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious. But
Do it.
Do it, do it, do it.
Whatever it was.
no, I can't really do that as a training spell.
Oh. Well, let us. What was
That'd
it
be hilarious.
anyway?
I can't tell you because I'm going to use that as an epic reveal, hopefully.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Wow, Avi really doesn't have much that he could use for this particular fight because we're doing solely, snowballs.
Magic missile. Magic missile.
Well, yeah, here. 30 here. Well, Avi's going to conjure a mage hand.
Oh.
And the mage hand is going to scoop up a 10-pound snowball.
Yes! Yes! Fantastic!
Which it promptly throws at Kalev, and now we're going to check his chance of hitting, which is probably pretty low. Surprisingly, he matched his brother's AC.
Woo! Woo! Is that a success on Avi's call?
Yeah.
Yay!
So that's a hit.
Are these spells technically counting in, like, training slots, or do we just have infinite slots while they're training?
Training slots are the exact same amount of slots you have in normal play.
Okay. I gotta... Man, what spells did
And you have training HP as well, which we won't be tracking. We're just going to keep doing this until John joins, and he's going to interrupt this wonderful moment.
Aww.
Just for Kim. No.
We're all gonna be like, storm off, Nahtanoj, nobody likes you. We're having fun.
Go away, Nahtanoj.
So yes, next turn is Serena.
I'm still looking at things.
Come on.
Okay. Can I do like a slightly toned down version of... Oh wait, how far away are they?
They're about 40. Well, 40 feet at this point. We'll put it at 40.
Okay, they're 40 feet away.
And
Okay.
the sleigh is now stationary.
This way is stationary. Okay. Thunderwave doesn't have that length to it. Okay.
Thunderwave only goes for 15 feet.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
I thought we were doing the snowball fight.
Yeah, my idea was I could cast Thunderwave and it would push up a bunch of snow into their face. But I think they're too
Fair
far
point.
away. I think they're too far away for that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point.
I wasn't gonna actually hit them with thunder.
I have one that's
And I'd hope not.
No, I don't want to alienate Avi's family.
One of them's 8 years old, for one thing.
Yes.
You will kill the child.
No, not the child. Okay, while I'm still looking through my things and looking at my options, I might just cast, Ice Knife again. Because I'm still looking at everything and I want to keep stuff moving along. So that's still an attack roll on my end, and that is a saving throw on their end.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Did we disconnect for a moment? Hi?
Hello, Ebermignon.
What?
I can hear you now.
Yay,
Cool.
yay. Did you hear what I said about attack rolls and saving throws?
Nope.
No, okay. Just to keep stuff moving along, I'm doing Ice Knife again. So I have to do an attack roll, and they both have to do a saving throw.
Alright.
Booey, that's a... Okay, so that's 17 on Kalev.
Alright. 17 to his armor class. You beat his armor class.
Yay. And then...
And as far as the saving throws goes, they both beat it.
They both beat it. Okay, so they don't
They both
take...
the 17 and a 19 were rolled, and they have modifiers that they don't even need at that point.
Yeah. So, they don't take explosion damage, but he does get another, snowball, like, right in the sternum.
Poof.
Yeah.
Okay.
And next turn is
Mwah.
that was Monique, but now the next turn is the little kid's turn.
Oh, yeah. The kid goes before me. That's how it should
Wait,
be.
Monique didn't go yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, sorry. I skipped your turn. Yeah, you go first. You go
Sweet.
before him.
Okay.
This one is actually at the bottom of the initiative order. He rolled a 9.
Oh, poor guy. He's not that fast. Where's my pencil?
He just got into a snow crash. I think he's still trying to figure out what is happening.
Oh. Stop proposing that you turn into things, Kibby. That'd be so funny. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to say that there is an 8-year-old in the area.
Oh, you could
Yeah.
turn into a fox. I bet he'd love you.
Yay. I was gonna turn into a fox and then I would just like, whoop, bonk. The way that they jump on things.
Just face first in the snow.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll start with a bonus action of a spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have it.
It's a weapon of a shovel. No.
Well, slings aren't really my thing. So I think if I have it as a snowball cannon.
Describe what mechanism you're going for as cannon.
I don't know.
Because there's certain types of cannons you have not seen,
That's right.
though they do exist.
What cannons would I have seen? There probably would have been.
Probably none.
Yeah.
No gunpowder ones, because those are fairly recent and exclusive to Yudæran and the dwarves.
Might I suggest to you, ballista, maybe?
Oh,
On
I
a
would.
ship, maybe?
I would know about siege weapons. But you know what? I think I just.
How about an arbalist? An arbalist is a heavy crossbow.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
I knew some kind of crossbow, but I was like, wait, which one is that?
I like the sound of that one. As long as my other option was just like a puny bow, and I was like, that's boring. I want something that packs a bit of punch. So we'll go with that one. Okay.
Alright.
So that's my bonus action. That's gonna be aiming for Kalev.
Alright, roll for it.
Alright, let's go with this one. That's a nat 20. Woo! Yes!
Alright, so you hit. And it... Where you hit? Because we're not doing damage for this one, we're just saying where you hit.
Yeah. How big is the snowball that this thing launches?
Well, it's probably as big as you could make it within a few seconds, so you had time to load and fire.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so it's gonna be just about as big as, like, a big snowball. Let's say it hits him right in the face.
Alright, sounds good.
And, that was my bonus action.
Go face.
For my action, I'm going to continue using, control water, and I'm gonna use the snow around us to make a fort. We now have...
Huzzah!
Because I can raise the water up to 20 feet, and I can sort of pick and choose where it raises. So we now have a snow barrier of a couple feet. It's tall enough that I can stand on the ground and look at it, and you guys can like sort of stand on the cart and look over it. So it's considerably tall.
Alright, so now it's Methesulemon. There we are.
Methesulemon.
I combined two names there, and it's a case of tripping me up.
Aw.
Because I didn't go through my normal process of name making when I made this one. So, yeah, and also I have that whole problem with parts of my body wanting to be swallowed.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Why
So-
are all of my druid spells just so incredibly extra? I can't hit an 8-year-old with a tsunami.
Oh.
I mean, technically you can, and because he's 8 years old, he's easier to hit, but it's more of a should and shouldn't. Is more of to the point.
Should I hit an 8-year-old with a tsunami?
No.
I mean,
I watched a video on this earlier today.
wow. A video of the moral ramifications of hitting 8-year-olds with tsunamis.
It was technically on the using the moral imperative as a storytelling tool in Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, this would fall under that.
Let's move on.
Neat. So,
What's the kid doing?
little kid is going to sling a snowball, and do a quick calculation as to which one. Well, first off, pick a number. Well, yeah, pick a number between 1 and 6. 2 numbers, I should say.
2 numbers between 1 and 6?
3 and 5.
2 and 4.
3 and 5. 2 and 4. 2.
2. Serona?
So that's to Serona. And he, as an attack, rolls... Man, this guy has a good arm. 16.
16, and my armor right now is just 10 plus my dex because I have no armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
So yeah, the kid hucks a snowball at you and pegs you.
Woo!
So it's just a whaff.
Splat. Hey!
And now it is Kalev's turn.
I don't want to fight a kid.
Oh, but the kid wants to hit you.
Oh no.
Ooh, I just thought of something devious.
Oh no.
Just give me a second. I need to actually pull up Kalev's abilities.
It's not terribly devious. It's just like it'll give me a bit more stuff. Because I don't have a lot I can do other than Ice Knife, honestly. I could do Erupting Earth, and just like there's a bunch of snow that goes poof. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, after like a certain level, I've got like huge Maelstrom Storm level spells, and that's like all I got. I can't hit kids with these.
Almost all of my prepared spells are utility. I was like, I'm not gonna get in a fight this session. This is fine. Little did I know.
I mean, you technically aren't in a fight. You're just in a fun.
Yeah.
He really doesn't have too many spells, so he's just going to continue to use his spiritual weapon to huck snowballs at us. And under the roll I made last turn, I'm going to roll a die and see how many he actually hucks at us.
How big, by the way, would an 8-year-old halfling be? I feel like it would be about the size of a cat.
No, like, here's the thing. Halflings don't have the same size progression as humans. They're short, but they start out about the same size.
So
It's just like, they don't really grow too much farther than, like, according to D&D, it's supposed to be like 4 is the cap, but we have several people who are over 4. So technically, obviously, only true halfling. No,
I mean, pretty sure D&D says that humans are supposed to stop at 6 feet-ish. And a lot of people...
nobody listens to that.
A lot of people, like, in the real world and in D&D are over 6.
I have a fun situation where a lot of my characters are actually quite short, as opposed... and I have a friend whose characters are consistently very tall.
I like tall characters. Stop eating my M&Ms.
I mean, my tallest character is a centaur, but that's just because centaurs are centaurs.
Ah, Hans.
Oh!
Memories.
Anyway, so...
I think my tallest character is
he's-
like 10 feet tall.
He has launched 5 snowballs at us once again.
Whew.
So, we're rolling to
Definitely
see
feels
what he
like cheating.
does.
If there was
Hey,
no...
Monique. He rolls a 15 against you.
Yep, that does the trick.
Alright, so he
I'm
pegs
a
you
big target.
right in the chest again. Serona, he has a 16 and a 19. Wait, no, it's a 15 and an 18.
Yeah, those both hit.
So, one in the exact same spot as the last 2, and the other one on the other side of the chest. He's just being very consistent with the spread.
He is very consistent.
And the,
If there was no 8-year-old
the ones that
person,
go-
I'd definitely tsunami this guy.
his one snowball just kind of flies away off, having completely missed Avi, and the other one pegs his kid in the back of the head.
Oh.
He rolled a 13, which misses Avi, and he rolled another nat 1.
He's really good at rolling these ones against Avi.
Yeah, I'm using the same dice, I'm distinguishing by color. So that's how I'm choosing who's being rolled against and with what. Avi's once again going to use his mage hand to huck a 10-pound snowball at Kalev. That's once again a hit using the exact same number as the last hit. Man, these two. They're always hitting each other with the exact same amount of force. Now, this snowball just kind of knocks Kalev onto his, on his back. Because Kalev is already sitting down. That's Serana's turn.
I really want to turn into something, but that feels unsporting. But I've only got, so much I can do. I want to be a foxy. I don't know.
Starting next turn cycle, we're going to start instituting morale rolls instead of hit points.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna see if people start surrendering.
Okay.
But we'll do that next turn.
Next turn. Okay.
Next round, I should say, as in after Methuselah goes, we're going to start doing those.
Okay. Oh, should I turn into something? I really shouldn't, should I? No. Okay.
It's up to you.
It's against the rules.
Is it against the rules?
It's cheating.
Is it cheating?
Wait,
He
what
has a
rules?
slingshot. He has a slingshot as a Gatling gun. I'm sure it's not against the rules. I don't have a stat block pulled up for it.
We also have a snow fort, so there's that.
We do also have a snow fort.
Yeah,
okay.
You can very easily duck down and be completely covered by this. I made it several feet tall. It's like 5 foot.
That's fair. Okay. It's taller than I am.
Yeah, the idea was you guys are on the cart and you can see over it on the cart.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hunker down behind the wall of this fort, getting as close as I can to total cover. And I'm gonna cast Bark Skin. And, but instead of bark, it's snow. And now my AC cannot be any lower than 16.
You're a snowman!
I turn into a snowman!
We're having fun today.
Yes! This is great!
If the hot chocolate had one of those chocolate straws or something, I put that on my nose as my snowman nose.
Oh, one of those cookie straws?
One of the cookie straws.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We are retroactively saying that it does.
Yay.
This I have to draw.
Yes. Okay. So I think that's my whole turn because I'm not going to turn into an animal, I don't think.
You turned into something far better.
Yeah. I was going to turn into a little fox or something because I thought that was the most entertaining. But I don't think I'm going to turn into an animal this turn.
Snowman's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I'm a snowman. Okay.
So yeah,
Fantastic.
Monique's turn.
Yes! What am I gonna do? What could I ever do? Let's see here. Let me have a quick look at what thaumaturgy does. It doesn't do a lot, but it might do something.
It goes thum, rattle, and that's about the most immediate amount of
Yeah.
effects that I can remember.
Okay, yeah, I can look scary, I can sound scary, I can be scary, but it doesn't really do anything. Dang.
But you're not actually scary.
It does light tremors.
Yeah.
But it also makes my voice all boomy.
It could be spooky scary.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
No, that's a different session. Okay.
I mean, you have to imagine that that's one of the things that we have as part of the Conservatorium.
What do you mean?
What?
Have we got a spooky town?
The Conservatorium has different environments.
It's a ghost town.
Well, not so much a ghost town, but
A graveyard?
dark forests are our natural thing.
Ooh,
That's next. That's tomorrow's vacation. Okay. Let's see here. What do I have? Dang. Okay, let's see.
I can turn into a more reasonably sized spider.
No. I have water walk, but that won't do much. You wouldn't maybe
It means you don't need to use water. It means you don't have to use snowshoes.
You wouldn't have to use snowshoes. You could Legolas it up.
Yeah, I could Legolas it right up. But that's not going to do much good unless I'm wanting to get in close, which I'm not. Meld into stone. I could use that turning that into meld into snow. But again, that's just if I want to hide, which I don't. Here's an idea. Destroy water. What? I'm going to remove all the snow around Kalev and Methuselah.
Alright. Is there a role associated, or is that just a thing that happens?
Pretty sure it's just a thing that happens. Let me check.
Not unless they have some magical influence over the water.
I'll put it back after this snow fight is done. Yeah, there's no
I mean, we are in a consistent snowfall. It's just very light.
Okay. Can I just realized I should have gotten the spell create or create food and water. I might have been able to use it to make snowballs.
Oh, well, we didn't know that.
Okay. Where is it? Why can I not find it now? It says it's a 3rd level. Oh no, it's a 1st level. Create or destroy water. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It just happens.
It's a thing that happens.
I can destroy 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Pretty sure a lot of snow can be 10 gallons.
Well, let's just look it up real quick.
Oh no.
10
If necessary.
gallons of water in snow area. See if Google has any answers for me.
The question is a gallon a measure of volume or a measure of mass?
Dang it, Kimmy, I'm done with
an
it.
inch of snow? Let's see. Using a rule of thumb that each 10 inches of snow, if melted, would produce 1 inch of water.
Woo!
Then each inch of snow produces a whole bunch of water per acre. An inch of snow that falls. That's. I mean, you can remove most of the snow around them, and then, like, the water... Well, actually, no, you're not creating water out of melted snow. You're just destroying the water outright. So,
Yep. If necessary, I can use a higher spell slot and do 20 gallons.
Well, higher spell slot would allow you to completely remove any snow from their vicinity.
We'll leave them a little bit of snow, just to be fair.
Alright?
So
you annihilate the natural cycle of things by removing water.
haha. It basically just sublimes. It immediately turns into water vapor. Is how I'm going to flavor it. It immediately evaporates, even though it's technically in solid form.
So yes, now Methuselah is going to attempt to use what snow he has left to him to hurl a snowball at. Choose your 2 numbers again.
3 and 4.
2 and 6.
4.
Crap, it's
And he rolled a 21.
He has a grudge against you.
Crap, it's Serona
It's more
again.
that he's throwing it. I'm rolling it. It's more that he's throwing at us, and it just so happens to be aimed at someone.
No, he subconsciously disapproves of his brother's choice of fiance.
His
That's what it really is.
His brother-in-law. His uncle.
His uncle.
His uncle's choice of fiance. This is the kid.
Oh, this is the kid. I thought this was the grown-up.
It's like when you meet...
No, the grown-up's pelting everyone with machine gun fire.
He's not discriminating.
Yeah. Why does the kid have a grudge against
Like-
me? I played tag with him.
Yeah, and you kept on running faster than him. You were playing competitively, and he was like, "You're supposed to let me win, though." So he's just
You're
like
the
pelting you with
grown-up.
a whole bunch of snowballs.
Oh.
You're the grown-up. You're supposed to let them win.
But she would do that, yeah. She would do that.
So yes, you are being pelted by the righteous anger of a child.
Aww.
I love this kid. He's my favorite member of the Scubadara family now.
The 8-year-old Methuselah, son of Kalev and Tamara. So now we're going to be rolling ourselves some wisdom saves of the sort of morale.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Wisdom.
wisdom saves.
That's what I have. That's a good thing that I have.
That is a good thing that I have as well.
Oh, no. That's not
Kalev just throws. No, it's just. Okay, yeah, well, we'll do a field wide.
good. Okay.
We'll do a field wide. Never mind.
My bad.
Kathy, I don't think your computer is charging. Hold on.
Wow.
It's not plugged in, is why. Oh, it is plugged in.
That would explain it. So, what rolls did we get?
I have 14. Monique has 14.
I also have 14.
I'm 14. No, I'm 14. No, I'm 14. So, as it so happens, Avi, Kalev, and Methuselah just kind of fall back and start laughing. And you two are the only people who are still in it.
I pick up some snow and I toss it in Sorona's face.
Hey! I thunderwave the snow into her face.
Ah!
I probably take a chunk out of the wall.
Shocking. Anyway, so yes, everyone, every Scribadata rolled really badly.
Wow.
Wow, I roll really badly.
The kid rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
It gets like, I'm out of snow, I guess I'm done.
So yes, unless you two want to keep on pelting each other, battle end.
No, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're good. And I didn't even get to turn into a dire fox, which there is no stat block that I could find.
So yeah, Kalev just kind of saunters over to your wagon and leans on it. That was a good battle. It's been too long since we've been able to pelt each other, Navi.
I take a handful of snow and just like drop it on top of his head.
We're done, Serona.
That was for the first one. I didn't get you back for that one yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
So, visiting the Conservatorium, I see. Enjoying your stay so far? This place has a lot to offer.
I've had an excellent time. This has been great. Monique's-
Loving the snow.
Monique uses the last bits of her control water to just sort of move the snow fort. She sort of moves it over to the area where she destroyed the water, so it's all kind of even again. There, no harm done.
And Methuselah is dragging the sled away from the area to make sure it doesn't get caught up in it.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. I wave at the little kid.
Aw.
He waves back, because, he's happy.
Yay!
This is fantastic.
Yes, every one of these domes is filled with something as interesting. Though, the snow one is definitely my personal favorite.
I mean, I can see why. Where's my drink? What happened to my drink? I think Serona just, like, takes a seat in the cart and just, like, leans back and puts her head up towards, like, the sky and just watches snowfall. She's just a little tired, so she's just like, gonna chill out.
Avi presents the two of you with your drinks. I used the mage hands to make sure nothing got tipped over.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Oh, nope, that's not good.
I do not drink my drink, though.
I do. I drink mine.
I do drink your drink, though.
Monique drinks everyone's drinks. No.
This one is mine.
Monique is a drink thief. Monique the drink thief.
Hey, I gotta use that one level of rogue to do something.
Do you like?
Do you actually have a level of rogue?
What's that?
Do you actually have a level of rogue?
I do.
Do you like take one of the cookie straws and like lean over
Maybe.
and sneak some?
I took it really early on at like level 3 to so I could speak thieves' cant, and that was about it. I just wanted to speak thieves' cant. John said I couldn't study to learn it. I had to take a level.
Well, hey, that was an interesting level choice, to say in the least.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
not the best.
Pleasant conversations had by all.
Yay. It's been a good time. Monique is increasingly frustrated with her book.
Eventually, Kalev has to leave, as even though he is technically on furlough, he does need to be back at his post eventually. And the travel back is going to take him a good bit of time. So
Wave him goodbye.
eventually,
Bye.
Kalev's branch of the Skiradata family has to move off, and heartfelt goodbyes all around.
Aw.
As, for the second time, they dismiss themselves from your presence.
I wave at the little kid as he walks away with like his ruffled hair, and I go, "Bye, Messi."
Are you giving him nicknames already?
Yes. I probably gave like 2 or 3 of them nicknames like when we were playing tag during the family reunion.
That's good. You're an ant.
Yay.
He calls back, "Bye, Siri."
Bye.
He called you Siri. Ah, Serena, that's adorable.
Yay. The kids are the best part of this family.
By far. No offense to you, Avi.
Oh, not taken. Before I had you a lot, I'd probably be doing exactly the same thing. Though I also had a lot of business to attend to with my father. As a side note, you may not approve of this, but I made the decision on my own. I am no longer going to be traveling.
What?
Oh, you're gonna settle down.
The cart's destruction was kind of the final nail in the coffin. Dan dying was first thing, then meeting you, Serona, and the whole situation. I decided that it is wiser to let go of being on the open road most of my days, and who knows, maybe the little dream will become reality.
Maybe. The nicer portions of it, anyway.
I feel like there's like an in-joke here that I'm not in on.
Magic.
Ah, that's supposed to be a joke.
So many mysteries. I don't even know how to start explaining because I still don't understand.
Yeah, but when you're like, when you're describing it in like a really vague manner, it just sounds weird.
We have a cult.
Oh, okay, fine.
Don't let your brother hear you say that.
He's already gone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well.
By the way, apparently I'm on the accused of sedition, perjury, and whatever else he said at the border.
I think he might have mentioned treason.
I heard heresy.
Heresy, treason, further perjury. Is the most odd assemblage of charges.
I'm getting called by John.
That seemed to have happened.
Oh, look who it is, Mr. Late.
Hello.
Oh, we can
I
hear
was
you
wondering. Yeah. Well, I'm on the phone now, and I'm no longer in bad internet.
now. So are you ready to join the party? All the fun stuff's already done.
Yeah. I heard you were in a snowball fight.
Yes. And we owned it. Yeah.
Where did you find snow?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would, because I'm pretty sure Nat was there.
Oh, well, we went to those conservatory.
We left you as a probably food comatose person.
I fed you lots and lots of fish. So Nat took a nap, and then while he was sleeping, we decided to leave him at the house, and we went to the conservatory and went up in the mountains. We're having a sleigh ride.
Okay. Well, if there's no reason for me to be there. If there's no real reason for me to be there.
You don't want to join?
Well, is there really a reason for me to join?
I don't know.
Are you doing ask John if he needs me to be here. If he wants me to be here. Because if there's nothing really happening.
Fun.
I mean, by technicality, we have about 50 minutes left that we could use as a session time. And the next major thing that would be happening is going to the king. But that's still technically in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
So
want
I guess we'll just wait till next week when I will be there in person.
Sweet. Yeah. So if
Oh,
you
you're
want
coming back finally.
Okay. If you want to join just for funsies, you can, but I don't think we're doing anything terribly interesting other than hitting each other with snowballs.
Well, we could use another. We could go to a different conservatorium branch.
Ooh. You see what's...
There are multiple.
Ooh. I'm gonna be thinking what in the world?
What?
What in the world is costing $47 after all the Ow. I'm just looking at the because Steam's having a sale on Civ 6. And Sid Meier's 6 Digital Deluxe Edition is $20, but the Platinum Edition is $47.75.
That's something. We're kind of talking about...
I think it contains the soundtrack.
Just look it up on Steam.
And that adds $20.
I don't know, but all I know is that I also bought it on an extreme sale, and it was hilarious. Mm-hmm. And I've played maybe a day's worth of it, but who cares? So if you want to go to a different... If you want to join us and we can go to a different branch of the conservatorium, that'd be a thing we could do.
Well, Nat wouldn't really be interested in sightseeing unless it had some agenda. He's an old guy. He gets tired. So
sure.
If you have a NPC that you think I could play, I'd be happy to do that.
I mean, there's actually not much as far as NPCs. Most of them are the druids or just random people who are also in the conservatorium.
Have him play Kalev. Hit us with more snowballs. No.
Kalev already had to leave.
He's gone.
He had to go back to make sure that he arrives back at his post in time.
So just, what are we doing this on? Are we doing Skype or are we doing Discord?
We're on Skype.
Alright. I'll see if I can join.
Oh, cool.
Alright. I mean, as you can probably tell, John, I'm also using Steam at the moment.
You're also using Steam at the moment, yeah. I
The
just
exact
bought
same thing that John
Civ
always
6.
says.
Dagnabbit
Alright, so-
Jones.
How do we start a group chat?
I think if you call me, it might be able to patch you in and make this whole thing a conference call. I'm not sure though.
Don't.
That's odd. Okay, I know you're calling me.
Oh wait, now we're on hold.
Groups.
Okay, I'm just gonna end this call and I'm going to call you back with John included.
Okay, alrighty.
Alright. Bye.
I hung up on him.
How would you rate the quality of your call? So Kalev now thinks that Serena looks normal.
Hello!
Hello!
Hey.
We're waiting on John. And now he's here.
The gang's all here. Oh, no.
No, we don't want it as video. Take video off.
Is video connected for us?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
hold
I
on.
can't see you.
No.
Okay.
I could see you.
Who can see who? Because we.
It's hilarious, John, because just as your camera turned on, I was moving my mouse towards camera.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna turn on camera.
Turn video on.
I mean, there's no real reason to turn on camera.
Except that you guys already have. Hello!
Hey! Now you can tell
Hello.
who's talking.
Aww.
Oh, look at him!
I like him.
At Hobby Lobby, we're selling little stuffed dinosaurs with bow ties, and then in tiaras and crowns, and they're the most adorable thing.
Okay.
Take a picture, send it to me. I may be interested.
Yeah. I don't think I have any. No, I have one as Grayson's present. Never mind.
I like the contrast of the lighting in both rooms.
Yeah, I'm in a bunk bed, but I have privacy blankets up.
Oh, okay.
So
should set
literally
up
the
our
only
beds.
light in this situation is my computer screen.
I miss having privacy. We should set up our bunk bed again.
We have two different beds. Oh,
Hold up.
now is not the time, Kimmy.
What?
Okay, John,
John,
quit with
stop
So, yeah.
sending emotes.
All right. Where did we leave
So,
off?
do you want to go to the top of the mountain, or would you prefer to possibly go to a different branch of the Conservatory?
I think we were gonna go ice skating as well.
That's also an option.
Do you still want to learn ice skating?
I don't know.
Maybe I can teach you later.
Maybe.
Surely we'll encounter ice again at some point.
Plus, we're probably going to have a longer stay here, so the possibility of being able to come back, it's there.
Yeah.
There is no fee for entry. Just the fee for renting out the skates for the day.
I'm kind of interested in going somewhere else, checking out the other sites.
Yeah.
No, we already did rent out those skates for the day.
I did do that. But just one set. So it's only 5 gold, so I'm not gonna cry over it. If we decide to go somewhere
So the
else.
question is, are you guys up a mountain?
We are up a mountain.
To a degree.
To
Yeah.
a degree.
We aren't actually that much because we were trying to accost Kalev, and he was sledding. So
He accosted us.
That's fair. We were going down the
yeah,
mountain.
but we retaliated. So
Yeah. Dashing through the snow.
At this point, you hear a feathery wing beat.
Uh-oh.
I doubt you could have your horse brought in, but you could probably summon him while inside.
I did.
Here's a little bit of a summary. Yeah, each of the domes, you actually, like, as you enter in through the hallway, like, there's 2 doors, and you're breathing to your mic.
Must
That
you do
wasn't an invitation to continue. That was
I mean,
an invitation to stop and repent of your sins. But,
There's no repentance.
Any pointing out that he's doing something annoying is an invitation for him to continue doing that thing.
But more.
alright. So, the entrance to the conservatorium, you have the first door. After you pass through that door, you're in a short little passageway up to a second door, and while in that central hallway, you actually get a diminution spell cast on you. Basically, every conservatorium, they have a spell where they made basically a picture, and they have a miniaturized version of the environment, and everyone inside has a diminution spell cast on them so that they are the appropriate size for the environment.
Alright.
You are small,
Makes
Matt.
sense.
So, despite the fact that the conservatorium buildings are actually quite large, the interiors are even larger to the point of being ridiculous.
So basically, you have retardus.
Yeah, kinda, but instead of having more size inside than you'd expect, it's just basically, yeah, exactly the amount of size you'd expect, but everyone's small enough that it looks larger.
It's smaller on the outside.
The snowflakes must look so big.
No.
Well,
'cause
everything is diminutive.
Oh, I
Has the diminution going for it.
keep forgetting that it's small, for heaven's sakes.
Okay.
John, we can't hear you.
It's not just small, it's magic small.
It's magic small. John Weber, we cannot hear you. John Weber.
I think he turned off his mic.
We cannot hear you.
That's fine. He knows.
I think he turned off his mic so that he could call someone.
Oh, he's on the phone.
He can hear us. You realize
Yeah,
that,
my
right?
mom called.
Ah.
He had his phone out and everything.
Yeah, Kimmy.
Yeah. Clearly, my brain function has ceased for the day.
Okay.
You got hit by one too many snowballs.
Yes, I did.
Let's. We can learn ice skating later. I wanna see the sights.
Okay. So, dark forest
So-
or up a mountain?
We're already up a mountain.
We're kind of down the mountain. Do we want to go up the mountain? Like up the mountain.
We can't do that.
Also, I heard feathers. What was that about?
As you look up the mountain, you see a Pegasus.
Oh, thank heavens.
great.
Thank heavens he comes now, and not earlier. Can you imagine?
I really
You're
do not
late.
want to imagine him casting actual spells as an 8-year-old, thinking that we were actually fighting.
Yeah, the last thing we want is to get into.
You have excellent timing.
Well.
There's no one on top of the Pegasus.
Oh, he's not even there. I look around.
Tell him he has excellent timing.
You know what? He can catch up. Let's.
You are in Nat's domain. You know this, right? He's the snow tiger.
Oh yeah.
And we don't know where he is.
Yeah, we forgot that this is where he does things.
That is
This
loving
is
this place.
You just have like the cat tramping through the snow and pouncing at everything and anything.
If it came to it, I was gonna ask to use the panther stat block as instead of. I can't talk. I was gonna ask to use the panther stat block for a fox, but we didn't end up actually doing that. So, John Weber, are
Yo.
you gonna John?
You're real spooky. Good job. Everyone's impressed.
What's funny is it's my computer screen right now lighting me up.
Yeah, we know.
This is the same situation with me.
Yeah. And here we are with actual light. What would happen if we turned off our light? Would it just be like you can't see us at all?
I have things that I'm keeping track of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just realized you're in your room.
I think we're all in our rooms.
Mm-hmm.
All of the things.
No.
Okay.
Ah,
It's my favorite thing I've ever created. Up
What
there.
do we say? I'm voting to go down and see somewhere else. I really like this, but I want to keep seeing things. This has been a great day.
oh, yeah. John, I forgot. As soon as you entered, a bubble of essentially climate control popped up around you. So essentially you have a bubble of regulated temperature outside. The only way you can actually see it is the fact that you have snowflakes hitting it and just kind of acting as if there's a windshield around you.
So you're warm.
Also, thank you for stopping the feedback sound, because that was really distracting. I had a speech jammer going.
Yeah, my headphones pulled out.
Yeah, I noticed.
That is the sound you would hear if I did not have a headset.
Do we have feedback on our end? Do we need to figure that
No.
out?
Actually, no. Yeah, like, I only occasionally hear John's voice from your end.
Weird. Were those stealth rolls?
Maybe.
I think we... Okay, fine. I don't care.
I think we're leaving for a forest, for the forest or something.
Avi, what do you say?
Also, John, are you actually playing Undertale, or is that just your Steam running in the background?
Oh, that's Heather.
Ha!
That's Heather? Okay,
I knew
I
it.
wasn't sure if it was.
I knew it.
So I vote forest or something. Your vote?
Well, we have various options. We have a pine forest, which actually we do have a pine forest in this conservatorium branch. But we have a non-snowed pine forest. We have deciduous forest. We have. We also have a very nice exhibit of the Ounseg Black Forest type wood.
Ooh, spooky.
The what?
The black
The
forest.
Ounseg's Black Forest.
That might
Well,
be interesting.
after-
What's your passive, Kim?
20.
20.
I'm
Alright.
not really looking for you though, because I don't care.
I know. It'd be only your passive that would matter, because you're not looking. In fact, he's been tailing you the entire journey.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
He hasn't been comatose.
But I fed him so much fish.
It's fine.
There's always places to hide fish.
Well, Black Forest sounds really cool.
That sounds new.
Who votes Black Forest?
I'm always with whatever you wish. I've been to most every one of them.
Well, except for the
I've been
Pacific
into-
Ocean one that they
I've
haven't
been at the
finished.
I've been at the inauguration of several of them.
Oh. Fancy.
Okay. I guess we're heading down the mountain then. In our lovely
Alright?
sleigh. I don't know exactly
yes,
at what
the-
point.
The group slays its way to the entrance of the conservatorium, where you exit and once again are accosted for donations as you are moving towards another one of the branches of the conservatorium.
I'll give
It's
10
not like-
gold this time because I felt bad about last time.
But yeah, it's not exactly like they're in your face like, give us money. They're more like,
They're like the
please,
Boy
consider
Scouts.
donating.
Yeah.
They're nice pestering as opposed to completely mean and nasty people.
Like the Salvation Army at the entrances of Walmarts and places. Just standing there ringing their bells.
Well, I kind of like it when they do that.
I do too. I work there, so I gotta.
Oh, sometimes you can hear
Good for you.
carolers go out there and sing with them at Hobby Lobby because the registers are so close to the door. It's kind of nice, honestly.
The little bit of the snowball fight I heard someone was using a spiritual weapon to summon a sling. What I would have done was summon a spiritual shovel and just scooped snow and dumped it on people.
John actually suggested that at one point.
The person who used the sling was Kalev, and he was basically using it like a machine gun, where it was just doing the swinging really fast and catching snow, so it was flinging 1d10 snowballs at us every turn.
Yeah.
And both times I rolled 5s. So 5 snowballs kept on coming towards us, and it was like, this is okay.
This is fine. I finally got to use my control water. It was great. Okay.
I cast ice knife for
Because
that
snow
many
is
hours.
water.
What?
Because snow is water.
Yeah, we were using basically all our spells, but sort of reskinned into snowball fight types.
We were doing the
became a
training mode.
snowman.
I know.
I
But
used-
I'm thinking something like the thing that can do wind speeds. You just blow back the snowballs at them.
I would have done that if it were not the fact that there was an 8-year-old child present.
Nahtanoj would not
You're
have
blowing
cared.
back snowballs. That's all that's happening.
Okay, you can definitely tell how our morals are different.
Moving.
I became a snowman. That's the most important part of the fight.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Okay. So we're
So
making,
yes,
we're making
moving
our way
out
down.
of the area, you move towards the other conservatorium. On the outside of this one, it's also about the same height as the previous one. Inside, the interior seems a good deal smaller. At least it's noticeable how small it actually is. In the center, you see a gigantic tree, gigantic in comparison to the rest of them, in that it is the full 3 stories tall. But the rest of them are about shin level to Monique.
Oh, tiny
So-
trees. How
And once again,
how big must that tree be in real life if it's 3 stories tall when the other trees are this high?
There's a big tree.
Yeah, let's go see it.
so entering the conservatorium, you immediately look around, I suppose, for the gigantic tree.
Yes.
And as opposed to what it seemed like on the outside, the gigantic tree, though it is gigantic, is not as tall as you thought it would be. Though it is considerably taller than the rest of the forest. So
Is the
your
tree
guess is
climbable?
that it had like a magnification on it so that you could see what type of things were in this branch of the conservatorium.
Still pretty cool though.
Is the tree climbable?
I don't think we're there yet.
But it is
Oh, when we get there.
so yes.
It is.
You are now in the Black Forest Conservatorium, and one of the things you notice immediately is the entrance house, in which they are selling hot cider.
Ooh,
Cider, hot chocolate.
I'm liking this.
This area is not as cold as the other one because it's not a mountain and it's not simulating Arctic conditions, but it is a good deal colder than outside, especially since outside is in the middle of Yudæran,
Mm-hmm.
which is like Middle East. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hot.
By the way,
Cursed desert.
when you left the dome, or whatever, the conservatory, that's when Nat would have joined you, shaking off the snow, because he's been basically belly crawling the whole time.
Oh, hi, Nat.
On all fours.
sneaky, sneaky.
I've got the black ironwood mask on Nat, so I look like a normal halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, all of this is... here's something for Kimmy only.
Text it.
I don't have my phone on me.
Oh.
You want us to plug our ears or something?
Yeah, it'll be two minutes.
Okay, well, just wave when you're done talking. I'm just gonna take off my headset.
Okay.
Alright.
Don't
The
listen.
What?
the
Don't
black
listen.
I'm
iron
not listening.
the black iron set is from Carlos.
Oh, I thought we already established that.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if we had or not.
Oh.
But it's totally from Carlos.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
absolutely. Okay. Hey.
And we're back.
Hello!
That's quite nice. For once,
Long time no
confidential
see.
information actually got on the recording.
Yes. Okay. So I'll buy people cider this time. I'll take a turn buying us drinks. Whoever wants them.
Oh,
Okay. How much is cider?
Nahtanoj looks uncomfortable at the aspect of cider.
you
He's
don't like good drinks, Nahtanoj?
Last time I had something that could be alcoholic, I ended up challenging a minotaur to a game of darts.
Oh
It did
dear.
not end well.
Last time you said it was a centaur.
It was a centaur.
Well, you just said it was a minotaur.
My memory is hazy.
I'll keep that in mind the next time that we go anywhere that has alcoholic drinks.
Fortunately, this stuff is not alcoholic because it's supposed to be a family-friendly attraction.
Nahtanoj is still staying away. Because cider can be alcoholic, and he's learned his lesson.
Coward. How much for these drinks? Oh, she's probably shorter. How much for these drinks?
It's for halflings.
How much for these drinks?
Alright, so, you're buying drinks for everyone.
Yeah.
Therefore, everyone will have it. Did you buy one for Nat, despite the fact that he seems to not want to grab it?
No.
Alright, checking. Alright, so the total run to,
Uh-oh. You're breaking up.
4 people. It's 4 people, so...
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
Their internet's going wonky.
Is it your internet?
Look, my internet is suspect as well.
No. You're doing fine on my screen, which means it is their internet that's going wonky.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Let's swap internets to mine.
So, the drinks cost you, 1 gold.
1 gold apiece?
Uh-oh. We've lost a John. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've used
Well,
100%
Mr.
of my fast stuff.
We lost you for a second there. But I think we should be back.
Are we back?
We're back.
Yay.
Sweet. John Weber's looking a little blurry. Uh-oh.
That's just your computer making sure that you have enough ability to get our horses at least.
Oh, I lost him.
No, we're still here.
They
Oh,
just turn off their cameras.
I thought we were
And
turning off
honestly, we
cameras.
should do the same.
How dare they turn off their cameras?
So it's a gold apiece, right?
No, it's
No,
gold for
gold
all
all told.
4.
A gold for all 4. Okay. Nice.
You're really
it's
breaking
about-
the bank.
Alrighty. This stuff is
So yes. The forest is primarily coniferous, but there are several deciduous trees. The wood around here is quite dark, probably giving its name the Black Forest. And overall, it's just very calm. You see various animals, including stags and other things. Though, based on the fact that every animal that you see, besides things like, well, actually no, every animal you see, including squirrels, the stags that that walked across the path calmly and whatnot, since all of them were wearing either blue or green colors, you assume that they are pretty much tame animals who just so happen to be living in this dome.
Aw, that's nice.
I compared the
Roll
color...
perception, everyone.
Uh-oh.
I compared...
What'd you say?
I compared the color of my... I compared the color of my black ironwood armor to that of the darker trees.
Ooh, that's bad. Ooh. Why are all my perception rolls so terrible?
Passive 20, but... 7 plus 5 is 13. It's 12.
13?
12, but passive 20.
I got 6.
John?
I think I got 16. I don't have my character sheet on me.
Alright, one moment.
Always have pictures of your stats.
Monique is the only one who doesn't get this, actually, so if Monique could...
Yeah, okay.
I mean, what's
Wait,
your passive?
Monique, what's your passive?
It's 14.
Okay.
Yeah,
So do
doesn't quite meet what I need.
Oh, just shy.
Okay, I'll plug my ears again.
Okay. You both notice at different times as, like, Serona notices it first. as after a stag walks off the path and like into the forest, and you're just like watching it calmly. And you're like, that's nice. You watch as it transforms back into a human in a robe, and he charges off, possibly resetting the experience for someone else.
Wow.
And John watches as a bird that had landed on his finger flies away and like lands in a tree, transforming back into a lady who's in a robe with a blue hood as well.
Huh.
It better be level 20, otherwise I can only do it twice a day. I'm just joking.
At
Okay.
what point can I come back?
Yeah, can we bring Kathy back?
Yeah, we're back.
Yep,
Oh,
we're good now.
yay. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. We're watching the forest.
This place is nice.
Yeah.
Nat motions to a tree. Is it alright?
That's a tree, Nahtanoj.
He's looking at Alvi.
I'm not sure what you mean.
He points to his claws. He points up. Is it alright?
Oh, I was gonna
As
do
long as
that.
you don't substantially damage the tree, I suppose. As far as I know, it's part of the nature experience.
I was
Alright,
gonna
then.
do that anyway.
Not as
You'll
advantage
know-
on climbing.
You'll know if you're doing something that they don't want you to do.
Divine Spite! Wait, what? I just littered! You're dead now.
Oh dear.
Well, I
Alright.
think I made it. I rolled a 19 plus whatever I need to climb, so...
Alright, so what type of tree were you trying to climb? We have the
Uh,
coniferous and the deciduous.
I looked at the biggest ones.
Well, there's one giant
Well,
one.
if you wait, you can get to the gigantic one that's at the center of the forest, which is quite a bit
Okay.
taller than the rest.
He's waiting for that one.
Yeah, Serona was also waiting for that one.
And as you approach and you enter a clearing around this tree, you look, and at the base of the tree, there's actually a little hobbit hole, as it were, kind of under the tree, or the tree is going on top of it. Either way, it works. And you can smell fine cooking coming from it. And many patrons are going in and out, including several centaurs, which is some of the first you've seen of their kind in this area.
Ooh.
Oh, that's great. I'm loving this. This place is great.
Have we been in here for about 10 minutes?
Probably more because we had to walk all the way through the forest to get to the center.
Alright. So, at the 10-minute mark, a Pegasi springs to life near Nat. He's been making verbal and semantic things full 10 minutes.
And just doing the Naruto signs in the back of the room. But, yeah. Sure.
Monique's gonna have a quick look around, and I'm gonna roll a thing really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Monique jots a couple of lines down in her book again, but then sort of hits like a mental, like a writer's block kind of moment, and just sort of closes it frustratedly.
Can I roll perception to check what you're doing?
Yeah.
Roll of... How much does Observant add again?
It's a passive of 5.
It's passive.
No, it's just the passive buff. Okay, so it's a roll of 12. A passive of 17.
Okay, so 20 is hard. So if you think it would be hard for him to spot it,
No.
then he failed.
I know how to do the checks. I just was thinking, what does he see? You can't really make out exactly what she's writing, but it's in very like clear. It's very clear. It's not like long paragraphs. It's like very distinct lines, and then she keeps leaving spaces at where she gets stuck and will like write a very specific line. It's. What am I trying to say? It looks like snatches of poetry, is what it is.
And while While Avi's trying to figure out what she's writing, Nat is climbing the tree. He's started the climb.
I think I'll
Anyways,
go inside the hobbit
you
hole.
do notice that...
His Pegasus is floating right below him, just in case he falls.
Alright. Well, make an acrobatics check.
I already did. I rolled 20.
Well, you're going up a very tall tree.
I know. I'm making another one now.
Exactly. That's what I was asking for.
Yeah. All right. That one's about 15, I think.
Alright. Say that you're still doing pretty good on this one. So yeah.
That
You
one's a
get
nat
to-
20.
Alright, so you're getting pretty good distance. You are now officially halfway there.
Yay!
Good job. Good job, Nahtanoj.
That one's a 24.
I go inside the
AC.
hobbit hole.
Alright. Entering the hobbit hole, it is quite empty. Quite not empty. It is quite large on the inside.
21.
Lots of space.
24.
I like this. This is cozy.
You are 3/4 of the way there. I am hearing your rolls.
I know. That one's 10.
Oh no.
Alright, so you hit a bit of a rough spot where you kind of have to catch yourself for breath for a second.
Because it's athletics, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's either athletics or acrobatics, depending on which one you want to do.
No, it's usually not acrobatics because it's
It depends on-
athletics is
it
pulling
depends on-
yourself up.
It depends on how you're climbing.
Nat is a very experienced climber.
Yeah, but it depends on what style of climbing you're doing. Because
Yeah.
there are ways to use acrobatics to climb up things.
Yeah. But this particular challenge, I would say, would be athletics. Because it's climbing straight up a trunk of a very large tree.
Alright. So, inside, it's set up like a very nice cafe type area. You rolled a 6?
I said 26.
Oh, 26? Well, you are now at the top of the... Well, okay. You're now at the bottom of the canopy.
Yeah. The thing is, I have advantage on climbing because of my claws. It's something we wrote
Yeah.
into the character. So he's very good at climbing.
Good for him. I'm trying to see the inside of a hobbit hole.
I'm also
So, yeah.
inside the hobbit hole.
Along with Abby. The inside is quite spacious. It is set up as a very nice cafe type area. And you have various barmaidens walking around, taking the orders of the patrons, making sure everyone's having a good time, and you see various types of dishes being served, including stews, soups, good old hunks of meat,
Nice.
legs of lamb, some things that are definitely not kosher, but are still good eating.
Yeah. Does it seem like
In fact,
this? Does it seem like this menu is restricted by the dietary habits of
No,
of Yudærans, or is it?
he
He
just
said no, that's not kosher.
Oh, sorry, missed that.
Kosher as in dietary.
I gotcha. Sorry about that.
Not kosher, not, it isn't the sense of not kosher as in it is, the other form of not kosher, whatever, as you understand.
Yeah, that was
But,
what I was
yes.
thinking.
It's a very kosher establishment, but the items on the menu aren't all kosher.
That makes sense.
So I rolled about 20 times now, and none of them have been below 10. So I'm pretty sure I've made it to the top.
You're at the very top of the tree, and at this point you can actually see the distinct fog layer that's always just present in front of the glass from the inside perspective.
Nat is happy. He's gonna fall
How about-
asleep on a branch.
Now the fish
Yeah.
is kicking in.
You fail your save and you die. So, on the interior you have this very nice bar. You have the main seating areas, which just have like tables and chairs, and then you also have the bar area where people are sitting, having meals by themselves on bar stools. And there are drinks, there are various types of foods, and as you're walking in, one of the maidens approaches you and offers to take you to a table if you wish. If you wish.
Who wants lunch?
I do.
What do you say, Avi?
I could go for something to eat after that little bout with Kalev.
All right. Yeah, let's get something to eat. I'll pay because you guys both were paying for drinks earlier.
Avi kind of coughs. By technicality, I get 3 drinks here.
Well, we'll figure it out.
It's part of the fact that their establishment is on my father's land.
Oh, I see. They build on your land so you get free drinks. Gotcha.
Yep. Admission's free already, so that wasn't exactly quid pro quo that they could give to us that we weren't already going to have.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm hungry.
So yes, they have various things like
Pork chops.
they have pork chops, but one of the first things you notice is turkey legs,
Ooh.
which several patrons do have. They also have things like no, they don't have mashed potatoes because potatoes aren't an old world.
Question, how tall is the tree?
Well, let's see. Hang on, I'll look something up real quick.
You're looking up redwoods?
No, because this ain't a redwood.
It's a black one, technically.
I'm deciding how far I have to send my Pegasus down.
Probably a good bit.
I'm doing some intense math over here, actually.
What maths are you doing?
You'll see.
Huh, that's nice. So, the pine that you're currently on, it is just basically a gigantic pine, is on the order of... Oh, shucks. 150 meters tall.
Woo!
That's not as big as I thought it was going to be.
It's a big tree.
Well, here's the thing. The tallest pine in real life is 70.
Yeah.
And 150 meters 2 feet is just shy of 500 feet. So it's taller than a football field.
It's a mile tall. Pretty sure a mile is more than
It's not-
500.
A mile is 5,280 feet.
Never mind.
So it's about a tenth of a mile.
Tenth of a mile. Okay.
Okay, so if Nat were to fall, it would take him about 5.5 seconds to land.
Oh, he saw us go in and got lonely?
Nah.
Right.
He just wants to know how fast he can fall.
Oh. It is usually
Fall
60
damage.
feet.
I thought he said follow. Man,
He said fall, I think, but whatever.
I said fall.
It's usually 60 feet per round, right?
mm-hmm.
So anyway,
I'm doing real world math. Thank you.
Excuse
yeah.
me, this is a game.
inside the tavern, you have the different items, including turkey legs, pork chops, big old slabs of beef, racks of ribs,
Ooh, that
lamb,
sounds good.
like ram racks. You have a specialty of goat intestine,
Oh.
which Abby is actually quick to order.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Didn't you already just eat?
No, this is like the next day, isn't
No.
it?
This is the same day, but we didn't have anything to eat. We just have had things to drink.
Oh yeah.
I thought you had the whole fish dinner or whatever.
This is a couple of days after the family meal.
Feast. Alright.
Yeah, we are on day 3 from our first arrival.
So Nat would have arranged some time to meet by then.
Yeah, you would have talked with Kalev and Yakov. That's the name.
Yeah, we got to arrange a time that I can call you and we do that conversation. Continue.
But yeah. So yeah. You can go about ordering your meals, but just as a heads up, we got 6 minutes till 10.
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
maybe we could just gloss over the meal.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I
that we-
mean,
It might be time
Something-
to wrap up unless we go longer.
Hold up. You were saying?
as far as I know, there's nothing too drastically important. We were just having a calm session this time.
Yeah. It was a good. I think we can go a couple minutes over.
Yeah, because we don't have Sunday. Sunday's not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah.
So
And we don't have Heather, which is the main difference.
Nah,
that's not the main difference.
I think he's talking about bedtimes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
I remember when my bedtime was strictly 8 o'clock.
Oh man. Oh, I feel old now.
I think that was the earliest my bedtime ever was. And nowadays, it firmly strays till past midnight.
Wow.
Oh boy, sounds familiar.
It's a big club. We should get T-shirts.
What club are we referring to?
The Up Past Midnight Club. Basically, everyone here.
Yeah. Everybody but like Heather.
Heather's the only exception to the rule, and maybe Ben, but he doesn't count.
And you are usually pretty good about it anyway,
Aw.
Kathy. I mean, you're better than me.
Anyway, anywho. Should I roll again? No, it's only been a couple minutes. Since I went ahead and revealed that that it's a poem that Monique is trying to scribble down, the reason I'm making all these rolls is because Monique is in no way any form of minstrel or bard or poet, so it's taken her a long time to figure out how to string rhymes together.
I think Serona is not technically eating in this circumstance, but she got all settled and she got ready, and then she's like, "Oh wait, I can't. Hold up."
Like, are you not
Because
hungry?
she has to take off the mask to do it.
Oh.
So she got all ready, and then she was like, "Oh no."
At this point, Avi kind of puts a hand on hers and nods to a certain side of the room.
What is over on that side?
A privacy screen.
Actually, no. At that part of the room, you notice a table full of Tritons, who are all blue.
Oh. She just she tries to she does the look but don't make it obvious thing where she's trying to look but not be rude by staring. Cause she's like, what? A little bit.
People who live in the oceans. Most of them are to the west of us. But some of them do live in rivers and lakes. They like to visit the Conservatory from time to time.
I hope
These ones, I would suppose that based on their clothing, they actually work for the Druids. They probably brought some fresh animals for the lake and ocean exhibits, which is, as they said, opening in a few days. I wonder how they're going to make that work. It's going to be interesting for sure.
Just dig a pit, fill it with water. Voila.
I hope I didn't disturb anyone with my fishing.
Probably not. Most of the fish that they would want to get would be the kind that you'd have a hard time trying to catch.
Especially with surface fishing. Spears don't throw very far in water.
Besides, again, if you were doing something they didn't like, they would tell you. And unlike many places, Yudæran doesn't have the strict laws of the Lord owns the land, you cannot hunt it. I certainly hope you weren't hunting in the territory of the Kaiserreich.
Well, I don't know where that is. I went to the most secluded spot I could find.
The Kaiserite.
The
That's
Kaiser.
where you met
Wait.
Blight.
North.
Oh, this is way. Oh.
You remember the centaurs?
Oh, yeah.
The outside-
centaurs.
The outside Kaiserei.
Okay. So I get names mixed up way too easily, and that's just
No,
Kimmy
it's-
talking.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm assuming from the lack of schedule on the calendar you don't work tomorrow.
I do work tomorrow. It's. Hang on. I'm sorry. Oh, my
Sorry.
phone's here.
You work tomorrow to me.
Yes, I close tomorrow.
My schedule tomorrow is
8:30 to 5:30. I'll put it up there. I'm sorry.
You guys with Misha or Snake?
Yeah, we'll take them.
Good night.
Sorry about that.
That's alright.
We're back.
By the fact that you didn't sound angry, I'm going to assume that we're alright with the,
Sorry for another.
Well, actually, no, we're technically still not overtime.
One more.
Hold up, John.
One more interruption.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a shower next Friday for Maryland.
Oh, cool.
Okay, at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get her a gift.
Which day's the shower?
It's on Friday.
Friday.
What's a good gift?
We'll talk about that later. Just
Cool.
plan on it.
Get her a pineapple.
Get her a pineapple. I was gonna get her an art book.
So you know if she's registered.
You can do art books too. Those works too.
John, do you know if she's registered for something?
She has a registry.
Where?
I don't have it because I'm already getting them a gift and they know about it. But if you text her, she'll probably be able to give it to you.
Yeah, I'll text her mom. I just wondered. Okay.
Okay, bye. And
Best man, right over here.
Yay!
What's that?
By the way,
Aww.
Nah.
I'm not surprised.
I was their third wheel throughout the entire thing, so...
I bet that was annoying.
No, it wasn't really. I liked both of them.
Aww.
If-
You got it. You're
if-
related to one.
Like, their dates were essentially... We're all just hanging out together. So it wasn't like, geez, guys, thanks for inviting me out to this place where I'll just sit over here and let you have fun.
That's how it's gonna be with us too.
Oh.
But yeah, it's far better. It was a good experience. Because I like the two of them, and there was no problem with being there.
That's
yeah.
cool.
When Ben had me as his third wheel, there wasn't really any issue either. He usually just went to church or anything. He didn't take Natalie out anywhere. Mostly
Since
because
when are you
Okay,
Ben's
sorry.
third wheel?
dating.
You aren't even a wheel man. There is no bicycle to prop up. You're not even a wheel.
All right.
What was going on? We were talking about Tritons.
Yeah, and Nata's waiting for you to leave the facility.
Well, us
So yeah,
three.
basically, Avi's pointing out there are people here who are blue.
Yeah. Serona is just gonna like do a quick little.
So as a side note, the Tritons are human size.
Oh. Big. Yeah. It's a big place.
Big boy.
Big guys.
They probably think you'd be a baby.
Baby Triton. I'll think if I had used Triton stats instead of like Ganassi stats. If I had put any more thought into this character, she probably would have been more concise as a character. Anyway, I'm gonna like just Serona just kind of like pops her head up and looks around and does a quick 360 and double checks that there's none of Avi's family members in the immediate vicinity.
Have any of them seen you?
I'm going to roll.
Oh.
High percent or low percent?
You want to
Low.
get high.
Low.
Low.
All right. So, you want low to be if they're there, like low percent for them being there, or low percent for them not being there.
Low percent for them being there. I think. I have no idea.
All right. Looking around, you don't notice any of Avi's family.
Okay, so she sits back down and she'll take the mask off and just go to town on some pork chops.
Huzzah!
Those ribs sound really good.
Both in-game and not.
Oh. Question, can I get Jonathan for a couple minutes.
Do you need us
Okay.
to like mute this or something?
Yes, you should be able to mute it.
Is there a mute button?
I turned on my camera so that I can wave at y'all when we're done.
Okay. Muted.
All right. Do I have only John?
Oh, no.
Well,
No,
I'll
wait.
take that as a yes.
that
Wait,
muted
no.
us. That muted us.
That muted us. That did not mute you. Hang on a second while we, speakers, turn that down.
How about that? Yeah, you're silent. Okay.
I think he's being funny. You don't, no.
Are you
I'm being
being?
ridiculous, yes.
Ah! You fell for that really hard.
Shut up.
He looks amused. Something's amused him. Yay! Okay.
Well,
we're
let's
coming.
just not do it for like a long time.
Hang on. He can still hear us.
Oh well, crap! I can't pull.
Hear my cry, Airs.
We're coming.
Yay.
We're back.
Else
The
I can hear
beacons
my
of
cry.
Minas Tirith.
We're back. We're back.
We're back.
Oh, do you want the video?
You want a picture? What do you want?
I don't think they're paying attention.
What is it? What do you want? I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, microphone's muted. Whoops. Sorry. For some reason, the microphone got muted as well.
Yeah.
We're back though.
We were just like, what is it that you're looking for? And then we're like, oh, okay.
We're back.
There is now a stag at your table.
A what?
A stag.
I heard him, but what?
Dear.
Well, isn't this nice?
Oh dear.
That's when you say, "Oh dear." I foresaw that coming.
Does anybody, where, what?
I'm pretty sure the answer to all those questions is Nahtanoj, and that's fine. We're just gonna let that be.
They let us stack in here.
If Nahtanoj wants a stag in a place, nothing's gonna stop him.
Hi, Nahtanoj.
Stag bows its head.
Aw.
Oh, hey.
You got something to say, or are you just eavesdropping?
Stag does its best to kind of go down a little on its front legs, bow its head a little so its its shoulder region is higher than its head.
Well, that's nice. Don't know what that means, but okay.
I bow dramatically.
I sort of glance around. Are they just gonna let this? Yeah, okay, fine.
Actually, one of the barmaids walks over and leans over to the deer and is like, "I don't think you're supposed to be in here." Not.
Just speaking very softly to the deer. That's nice.
I don't know
The
if
deer.
this is one of yours, ma'am.
Deer, it's like, I'm trying to think of what a deer would do in this situation. Because it's big enough to be ridden, but it's not any bigger than it has to be.
So it's just a weirdly sized deer.
Yeah.
Do you want us to go outside, Nahtanoj? Is that what you want us to do? Are you tired of us being in here?
Deer kind of does the same thing it did before.
I don't understand.
Hold up.
Serana, do you have something for this?
If I can cast a spell that I don't have prepared. I have speak with animals, but I didn't prepare it.
Not sure if that would actually qualify in this case because of it being Fey or whatever John has
yeah,
it.
it has to be beast.
Ooh! Oh, that's right! Celestial! I'm gonna speak to it in Celestial. Is it? If you're wanting us to go outside, just sort of bob your head once.
Or speak in Celestial, for that matter.
I did. Or if you can speak to me in Celestial, please do.
Oh yes, I forget I have someone versed in the celestial tongue.
Right. I assume Nahtanoj sent you.
Yes, he's not particularly wanting you to do anything. He's just wanting to observe.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna let as awesome as you look.
By the way, Serona can't hear any of this.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
understand.
started responding and then I remembered. So I'm just gonna keep eating my pork chops.
I just don't think they're gonna let you stay in here.
The stag asks, just ask the waitress if there is any particular issue or if there's a place I can stay. Just tell her that I'm actually a celestial taking the form of deer. And I am tethered in this form.
Oh, great. This is not gonna be awkward at all. Okay.
So what did Nahtanoj want?
I turned to the waitress. Miss, I know this is a bit weird. My friend here is actually a celestial, in the form of a deer. Is it all right if he stays here, or it stays indoors, or is there a place that would accommodate him better?
One moment, I'll go get my manager.
Relatable.
That's very relatable.
That's what I would do.
So, a furbog walks out from the back
Oh
in
yeah.
in a decently nice suit, though the undershirt is completely untucked, and he looks both as if he's trying to be formal, yet completely failing at the same time. And the furbog, who is a good deal taller than all of you, and his head is nearly touching the ceiling of this place, which is about 8 feet tall.
So this is what it feels like.
The furbog looks down. Well, hi. I hear you're having a bit of a kerfuffle here.
Hello, yes. My friend here, I gesture at the deer, is a celestial, and he's wondering if he can stay indoors, or because he's a deer, if there's a place that would accommodate him better.
You are a celestial, aren't you? That's a new one. One thing we could do is he could stay indoors, but he'd have to be okay with being pet by the kiddos.
I turn to the deer.
The deer is now doing its best to do a deer smile.
Oh, don't do that, hun, please. You can just say yes.
Oh, wait, let me open up the screen.
Oh no. No, we don't want to see it.
Just pulling back from the teeth, and it starts bobbing its head a little.
I think he'll be okay with that.
Okay, we can say that it's just a part of the experience. By the way, the name's Dan.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Dan.
The deer then responds to Kathy, because he can understand Dan, but he can't speak to Dan. But thank you very much. I'm glad this could be resolved.
Yes, I'm glad it could be resolved as well. It's no problem.
The deer kind of snorts a little. Please, communicate what I say to the furbog.
Yes. Dan, he says thank you. Glad that this could come to a resolution, and we appreciate the being accommodating. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, it's no problem at all. We get some interesting folk who come out here. Well, as long as it's okay with you, as long as he's okay with being pet, he can stay inside. if he wants to head on out, he can do that too. But I hope you have a nice experience.
Thank you. Yes.
Hi.
And there goes Manager Dan.
I love Manager Dan.
The best manager I've ever seen.
If I ever have to summon anyone in from any other dimension, I will summon in Manager Dan.
Oh, hey!
He can solve any issue. He's the best problem solver on Earth. He could probably talk to the demon and everything would be resolved.
Well, thank you.
Alrighty. Do we just look
But
at
yeah,
the demon and be
the
like,
name
well,
Ma-
this is new?
Like, the character is completely not, but the name Manager Dan is based off of a manager I actually had whose name was Dan. So
okay.
I'll occasionally tell stories about Manager Dan. And Manager Dan and Furball Manager Dan are two different people.
Right.
Because Dan
One's
is
from-
notably not for both men.
Manager Dan is far more Minnesotan than the actual Manager Dan.
Yeah. So that's what a Minnesota accent sounds like. I keep hearing about
from
it, but I never hear it.
He's from Minnesota, don't you know? He's a hoser. That's probably not actually the term, I don't remember.
I don't know. I wouldn't know to tell you wrong.
So yeah,
Probably need a wrap up soon.
yes, that is that problem resolved, and y'all can have a fine meal while kiddos hoard around this celestial deer and pet it, while the parents are like, be careful, because parents are like that.
Aww.
I am once again contemplating turning into a giant fox.
Not now.
But animals and kiddos.
It's
Okay, I'm nervous now. I turned on the washing machine and it all of a sudden stopped washing, and it's now no longer responding to anything I do.
you broke it.
Congratulations, on your last day there, you killed everything.
Eh.
Killed my car, killed the washing machine.
Now it's not the time. Speaking of the time, it is 15
Dishonor on your
after.
family.
What?
Never mind. What were you saying?
Speaking of the time, it is 15 after. Do we want to just sort of close it up?
Yeah, Manager Dan's a good place to leave it off.
Yeah.
Alright.
We all presumably leave.
Because I already have the math done now, here's what's gonna happen when you leave. When you leave and are obviously leaving, the elk's gonna follow you.
Mhm.
When it's gonna bound off into the forest, and as soon as it's out of sight of anyone, he's gonna desummon it. Then Nat will just dive straight off the tree from the farthest branch he can find. And after about 4 seconds of free fall, his Pegasus the Pegasus, when he jumped, just started flying straight down as fast as it could. And, so Nahtanoj started off falling slower than the Pegasus, but eventually caught up to the Pegasus, and just as he's starting to pass it, he grabs onto the Pegasus and straightens out in a gradual parabolis or whatever, and by the time he reaches the ground, most of his speed's gone.
Huh? That works. That's pretty cool.
I did the math.
How much did the meal cost, by the way?
Nothing.
Nothing. Did it really?
He
It didn't
owns
cost.
the land.
Yeah.
Did I have to
As a look
actually-
at me, I'm the captain
Yeah.
now.
The only things that he had to pay for were renting the sleigh and the ponies, and like the skates wouldn't been included, but most food options are provided.
Okay, cool.
I do climb a tree at some point, but it's just to kind of get a nice view. So she
Yeah.
leaves pretty quickly.
I'm gonna do.
Oh, if you start climbing the big tree, the Pegasus is going to be immediately underneath you.
That's how much faith Nahtanoj has in you.
Yeah.
Well, he had that much faith in himself, so
Oh, that's not
And
good.
Nahtanoj, to roll below a 10, would have to roll a 2. And he has advantage on climbing.
I think I just climb like normal trees and just have some fun, just kind of like hopping from tree to tree, from branches that are close by. Stuff that she's
Remember
used to doing.
that time you hopped from tree to tree and failed and fell to the ground? That was
And
a good
died.
time.
I do not remember that.
It was in the middle of the duel that you turned into a bird and carried me up into the sky.
As a
Yeah.
side note, just as an out of session question, when we finally do the backup character campaign one shot, what level are we going to be?
You
What?
ask that as if I have any clue what I'm doing at any given point.
Well, probably like
I wouldn't want it to be God tier.
Not God tier. Maybe
Maybe experience tier.
I think
five's usually a
Let's
good
see.
level for one shots, as far as I understand. Somewhere in the 5 to 10 range. I'm not sure. Probably
Let's
just
see.
5. 5
my backup character is currently leveled to level 12.
mine. I've kept leveled to our current level, so she's a 16. Can we go a
Well,
little
yours-
higher than 5?
Yours could have been used. You just chose not to.
Oh,
I don't know
have
what
a
point you're making.
question to try. Aw.
I think actually before we do the backup one, I want to do Operation Critter first, because that's just simpler and gets me used to DMing. It's
I'm
just
gonna
simple-
try something real quick. See if this works.
Fun fact, if Nat had failed the jump, he would have hit the ground at terminal velocity.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
I assume our characters
That-
like go back to the Scribidara household again, by the way. I assume?
Okay, do you hear?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well-
can see.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, we're in YouTube now? What is this?
I'm trying to test music and then you hear sounds and see.
I see
Do you hear the music?
I see sights, I do not hear sounds.
Hmm.
Are you screen sharing or something?
I can hear the music very slightly, but it's probably because it's playing through your speakers and it's being picked up by your mic.
It's not because I have it on my headset. Okay, I'm gonna pull this number.
Nope.
Ow. Okay. Bad choice.
Some time to think.
It's a good song. But yeah.
I can look it up on YouTube here.
The Blood Hunter class. I see that up there. What have you been doing, Mr. Incredible? Moonlighting DM work?
Actually, no. This was me forgetting to close. Like, this is for my backup character. I told you, he's a blood hunter.
I know.
And that's his background.
Yeah. If Avi ever dies, which...
At this point, it's kind of doubtful.
Yeah. There are story ways. But if Avi ever dies, that would solve so many storytelling issues.
It's not popping up in YouTube if that's what you're in. So if you could like share it to the group chat so I can get that song, because it's not popping up in the Google search.
I was seeing if I could share music so that when I DM, I know if I can give music to y'all. It's Some Time to Think by Makon, Makkon.
Okay. Sometime to think Makon.
Mm-hmm. Not sure why it wouldn't show up on YouTube.
Makon.
K-O-N. 2 Ks.
Makkon.
Okay. Hey, there it is.
We've lost a Jonathan.
I'm gonna
What?
save it to watch later. Okay.
It's probably a good thing I
Okay.
didn't get this thing done
Yeah.
in one
So
session.
before we do like any like a D&D one shot or a backup characters one shot, I do want to do a Stardust Requiem. I would like to do
Also a good song.
Yeah. I would like to do I've lost the ability to form sentences. A little bit of Operation Critter. So if you happen to have any song recommendations for like spy themes, send that to the
Oh,
group chat.
let me show you.
Oh.
This is my DM things.
Okay, combat,
Cool.
sad, travel. Do you have spy or investigation or something?
We have dark and conspiratorial.
Okay. Scroll back down to dark
dungeon.
conspiratorial.
Majora's
Okay.
Mask.
Okay,
I
got
How much
that.
of Overlord?
Dark Conspiracy. Hold up a second. Demise of a Nation. I was looking for that.
This also.
I love it.
Oh, you know that one?
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's a fairly recent addition to the list.
Have you,
as far as this area.
Have you heard the "I Expect You to Die" song from the game?
I don't believe so.
It's a VR game that's sort of a secret agent James Bond kind of theme, and the song is very fitting of that.
I expect you to die.
It's really good.
I think I've heard it, but I don't remember. Let's see. I was looking up something particular.
What have I got? Where's my phone? Here it is.
What would be a good thing?
You know, maybe I should finish recording since the sessions is over.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, bye.